winning run at third. Crowd going nuts. Swung on, bouncing ball left side, off the mitt, up third baseman Brad Strauss. Here comes Willie Rodriguez. Justin Davies has done it again. The Ducks are one flag away from the championship. Jason Johnson makes the catch. He makes the catch, and the Long Island Ducks have swept the Camden River Sharks. They are the 2004 Atlantic League champions.
Line bunts up the third baseline. Esquivel charging in. They're not going to have a play, and the Ducks are the champions of the Atlantic League here in 2012. Going back is Adam Bailey. He settles under it. He makes the catch. Adam Bailey makes the catch. And for a second straight year, the Atlantic League trophy will reside on Long Island. The Ducks are the Atlantic League champions.
And now it's time for the Long Island Ducks Northwell Health Southside Hospital pregame show.
We are live here at New Britain Stadium in New Britain, Connecticut. It is time once again for Long Island Ducks baseball. And tonight it is game 2 of a 3-game series between the Long Island Ducks and the New Britain Bees, the first ever series between the two ball clubs. Well, good evening, everybody. My name is Michael Pollack. I'll be bringing you the play-by-play for all of tonight's action. We appreciate you joining us here on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball, and online as well at liducks.com. Well, the Ducks got their first win of the 2016 season here last night with a 5-2 win over the New Britain Bees. First time that these two teams faced each other. The Bees, the newest franchise in the Atlantic League this year, as they began play here at home this past Thursday against the York Revolution. Ducks and the Bees took the field against each other for the first time last night. And after a terrific pitcher's duel over the first 5 innings between the Ducks' Mark Blackmar and the Bees' Kyle Simon, it was Long Island who broke through with a 4-run 6th inning and tacked on another in the 8th and withstood a late Bees rally to win it by a final count of 5-2. And so the Ducks improved to 1-4 on the season, while the Bees, who lost 3 of 4 to the York Revolution, drop to 1-4 here in their inaugural season. Take a quick break here on the pregame show. When we come back, we'll recap yesterday's game, audio highlights included, as the Ducks and the Bees get set for Game 2 of this 3-game series.
Hi, this is manager Kevin Byers, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Northwell Health Southside Hospital in Bayshore is the healthcare heart of our community. We provide outstanding healthcare right here at home with centers of excellence in cardiology, orthopedics, neurosciences, women's health services, and much more. Experience counts, and Northwell Health Southside Hospital has been around for nearly a century of care. For more information, please call 631-968-3000 or visit us on the web at northwell.edu.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
Back here at New Britain Stadium, where the Ducks and the Bees get ready for Game 2 of this 3-game series. Ducks taking the opener last night by a final count of 5-2 after they had dropped 4 in a row in Bridgewater, New Jersey against the Somerset Patriots. Long Island was able to put the first number in the win column with their victory here last night, and they were able to do so despite another strong pitcher that they had to face in right-hander Kyle Simon, who was terrific in the early going for the Bees last night. 5 innings of 1-hit shutout baseball. He walked just 1 and struck out 4, and withstanding a little bit of a Ducks rally in the second when they put runners at first and third with 2 out. On the other side for the Ducks, right-hander Mark Blackmar made his debut for Long Island, and he too pitched quite well, allowing just 3 hits and 2 walks over 5 scoreless innings. Striking out 3, he withstood the Bees having first and second with 2 down in the opening inning and first and second with 1 out in the 4th. So that took us to the top of the 6th inning when Colin Mobberly, a knuckleball right-hander, came out of the bullpen for New Britain. He struck out Phelan Lentini to open the inning, but Delta Cleary Jr. followed with a double, Lou Ford an infield single, and with Sean Burrows at the plate, the Ducks would plate their first run of the game. Here's the 2-1, inside and low. This one gets past Murphy. This will go to the backstop, and that will allow Cleary Jr. to motor home from third with the game's first run. It's a wild pitch, and the Ducks break the scoreless tie. They lead it 1-0 in the bottom of the sixth inning, top of the sixth inning. So the Ducks got the run on the scoreboard and took a 1-0 lead. Burrows would end up drawing a walk. Blake T. Cody would also walk, and that set the stage for Dan Lyons. Here's the 0-1. Ground ball to third, past the diving Rosa. It's a fair ball down the left field line. Ford will score. Burrows around third. He will score. Stopping at third is T. Cody. It's a 2-run double for Dan Lyons, and the Ducks extend the lead to 3-0 in the sixth inning. So the Ducks with a 3-0 lead at that point. They would tack on one more in the inning following a hit by pitch of Cody Puckett as Mike Blank lifted a sacrifice fly to center. The Ducks had 4 runs on 3 hits, 2 walks, and a hit batter in the inning. They took a 4-0 lead. After missing out on an opportunity to score in the 7th, they would get their final run of the game in the 8th inning, all with 2 out. As Mike Blank singled to left, Blake Barber reached on an infield single to short, and up came Phelan Lentini. Leverett kicks and fires. Lentini swings and lines one towards the middle. It's through into center field, a base hit. Blank will round third and try and score. The throw will go into third base. Barber is heading there. He slides, and he is out. The run, though, will score. So it's going to be an RBI single for Mike Blank, and the Ducks take a 5-0 lead. So the Ducks had the advantage late in the game. However, the Bees try to mount a comeback in the bottom of the 8th inning against Amalio Diaz. A sacrifice fly to center from Kevin Rivers plated the leadoff hitter Brandon Chavez, who was hit by a pitch, and the Ducks' lead was cut to 5-1. They would end up loading the bases with 2 down, and they brought up John Griffin to the plate as the tying run, but Diaz would get Griffin to bounce back to the mound, and the former Duck was retired for the final out of the inning. And then in the 9th against closer Todd Coffey, the Bees got a 1-out single from Nick Murphy, his first professional hit, and then an RBI double from pinch hitter Jonathan Ruth, but John Jones would end up grounding back to the mound, and that left Craig Maddox as the Bees' last hope. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Coffey blew it past Maddox. First strikeout for Coffey. This ball game is over, and the Long Island Ducks have earned their first win of the 2016 season as they defeat the New Britain Bees in their first ever meeting with the Atlantic League's newest franchise by a final count of 5-2. So the Ducks with the 5-2 win. Mark Blackmar, the win, improved to 1-0. Colin Mobberly, the loss, fell to 0-1. No save in a game that took 2 hours, 40 minutes in front of 1,422. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll sit down with Ducks right-hander Mark Blackmar.
Hi, this is Bud Harrelson, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Northwell Health Southside Hospital in Bayshore is the healthcare heart of our community. We provide outstanding healthcare right here at home with centers of excellence in cardiology, orthopedics, neurosciences, women's health services, and much more. Experience counts, and Northwell Health Southside Hospital has been around for nearly a century of care. For more information, please call 631-968-3000 or visit us on the web at northwell.edu.
Few places on Earth offer the charm and excitement of Fire Island. At Fire Island Ferries, located conveniently at 99 Maple Avenue in Bayshore, they offer convenient travel to Fire Island 7 days a week. Fire Island is quickly becoming a top destination for families of all ages. Experience the informal, carefree communities, the dazzling night scene, enjoy fine dining, or climb to the top of one of the tallest lighthouses in the United States. But there's only one way to get there, by calling Fire Island Ferries at 631-665-3600 today. For fare and scheduling information, please visit fireislandferries.com.
Nice rendition of our national anthem here on this Tuesday night in New Britain, Connecticut, as the Long Island Ducks and the New Britain Bees get set to do battle for the second straight night. We'll have to postpone our interview with Mark Blackmore as Bees left-hander Josh Outman was ready to go here early. Game time was scheduled for 6:35 at 6:30 now, and Outman on the mound taking his warm-up tosses. So let's take a look at the starting lineup that he will face for the Ducks tonight. It'll be Phelan Lentini, the right fielder, leading off for Long Island. Batting second, playing left field, is Delta Cleary Jr. The DH for this evening's game is Lou Ford. He will hit in the number 3 spot. And at first base, batting cleanup is Sean Burrows. Blake T. Cody is in center field. He will hit 5th. The 6-hitter and shortstop is none other than Dan Lyons. Cody Puckett will bat 7th and play third base. Mike Dowd will get the catching duties behind home plate, and he will hit 8th. And rounding out the order for the Ducks is their second baseman tonight, and that is Matt Wessinger. On the other side for Stan Clyburn's New Britain Bees, leading things off will be John Jones. He is the center fielder. Greg Golson, the left fielder, batting second after getting the night off last night. Kevin Rivers is the DH. He will hit third. And in the cleanup spot is third baseman Jovan Rosa. Batting 5th, playing right field, Anthony Hewitt. John Griffin, the first baseman, will hit 6th. James Skelton doing the catching and batting 7th. Jonathan Roof gets the start tonight after pinch hitting in last night's game. Roof will hit 8th, and rounding out the order for the Bees is the shortstop, Steve Carrillo, batting 9th. They will all face Ducks right-hander and number 1 starter John Brownell, looking for his first win of the year after taking a no decision on opening night against the Somerset Patriots. Michael Pollock here with you at New Britain Stadium. Thank you so much for joining us on this chilly Tuesday evening. Very, very contrast to the weather of the first 5 games of the season, where most of the time it was fairly warm, a little bit humid. Tonight, it is very cold. Temperatures down into the 40s. Many of the Ducks and Bees players wearing long sleeves under their jerseys. Phelan Lentini, who's at the plate, is wearing the black hood underneath his uniform, so he's got protection around his neck and his ears and head as well. Outman ready. First pitch is a fastball low and inside for ball 1. We're underway 3 minutes early tonight at 6:32 p.m. Lentini batting from the right side, off to a great start this year, 9 of 21. Here comes the 1-0. And that fastball catches the outside corner for a strike, about bell tied, even the count at 1-1. Light count on hand this evening. Cloudy skies overhead. It was raining most of the day here in New Britain, as the 1-1 is way up and out of the zone from Outman for ball 2. At some points, the rain got quite heavy today, and there was some question as to whether or not it was going to let up so that way the game could be played or not. Fortunately, it did about early to mid-afternoon, and the field looks to be in great shape. 2-1, ground ball to the left side. The third baseman Rosa fields the tough hop, and Jovan Rosa throws out Lentini for out number 1. Ducks once again in their road gray jerseys. Long Island inscript on the front. Green number with a white and orange outline on the front and the back. Bees are in the home white uniform with the Bees logo on the front chest. Black number with a gold outline on the front and the back. Pinstripe jerseys with the black stripes. So 1 away, and here is the switch hitting Delta Cleary Jr. batting from the right side. Squares to bunt, pulls back, takes low, and the count goes to 1-0. Cleary Jr. 6 of 20 on the season. Still looking for his first run batted in, but he scored twice, has a double and a triple. 1-0, and the changeup off the outside corner for a called strike. Just caught a piece in the count, even up at 1-1. Wind in the offering from Outman. Line drive towards second, fielded on the short hop by Roof. And he will throw over to first in time to retire Cleary Jr. 2 groundouts and 2 away for the Ducks. That will leave it up to Lou Ford. We'll see how the outcome of this game ends, but on a night like tonight where it is so cold, tend to see the hitting not have such a strong evening on either side, with the pitchers throwing hard and tough against hitters, especially when they get jammed. That sting on the hands will feel even stronger, and you can hear the howling into the crowd microphone here, the wind that is blowing. New Britain Stadium, doesn't seem to be blowing all that hard with the flag out in center. Ford took ball 1, now takes a strike over the inside corner to even the count at 1-1. but it is blowing slightly from right to left here at the Bees' home ballpark. Ford 5 of 17, a double, a homer, 2 RBIs, and 2 runs scored. And the 1-1, swinging a ground ball at the third baseline. That's going to be a fair ball. Rosa fields the long throw, is going to pull the first baseman Griffin off the bag. So Ford will be safe. And we'll see how they score that one. But either way, the Ducks have a base runner. They will give Ford a hit. And so the leadoff man is on. Or excuse me, the 2-out man is on. As Ford with 2 down and the bases empty reaches first. That'll give Sean Burrows an opportunity. Wasn't an easy play for the third baseman Rosa. He had to race in and towards the line and throw off balance. All in one motion to get Ford, who has good speed. And the throw again pulled Griffin off the bag. So Ford's got his first hit of the night. And Burrows takes inside for ball 1. Ford has now hit safely in each of the last 5 games after taking an 0 for 4 on opening night. Burrows 4 of 19 on the young season, a double, a run batted in, and 2 runs scored. Outman's 1-0, down to the dirt, gets away from the catcher Skelton, and that will allow Ford to make it down to second base. Defensively for the Bees tonight, Greg Golson getting the start in left field. John Jones is in center, Anthony Hewitt around in right. And on the infield from left to right, it's Jovan Rosa at third, Steve Carrillo the shortstop. Second baseman is Jonathan Roof and John Griffin over at first. James Skelton behind home plate doing the catching. And Josh Outman, as we mentioned, on the mound. 2-0 pitch. Ripped on the ground up the middle and into center field, base hit for Burrows. Ford rounds third. He will come home to score. A 2-out rally for the Ducks gives them their first run of the ball game, and they lead it 1-0 in the opening inning. So there's RBI number 2 on the season for Burrows, his 5th hit. Ford scores from second on the play. And the Ducks have the early advantage. That will be an earned run as Burrows moved to second on the wild pitch from Outman. So now runner at first, 2 down, and then up to the plate steps Blake T. Cody. High pop up in the air to shallow center on the first pitch to T. Cody. Camped under it is the shortstop who will make the catch. And that will retire the side. Not before the Ducks get a run on 2 hits. No errors, and they leave 1 on base. We have played a half inning here at New Britain Stadium, and it is the Ducks 1 and the Bees coming to bat.
Hey fans, this is outfielder and bench coach Lou Ford, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Oh, I love it. The color of my new Nicolot patio is so vibrant. It's unlike anything I've ever seen.
You're welcome. I'm just going to go finish that Nicolot walkway now.
Make your pavers vivid Nicolot pavers. The best looking, most vibrant pavers with the most 3-color blends in the industry. Featuring Nicolot's exclusive paver shield and color blending technology. With color throughout and guaranteed not to fade. Live life in color with Nicolot. Visit Nicolot.com.
Bethpage Ballpark is a great place to watch a ball game, so why not do so from some of the best seats in the house? The Ducks are proud to present the brand new Long Island Ducks Beer Garden. Open for all fans on nights when the Smokin' Owl's party deck has not been reserved, the Beer Garden will feature a variety of frosty draft and bottled brews, as well as several food choices. The area has been decked out with bar rail seating and Ducks branded furniture to provide a comfortable atmosphere for everyone. Be sure to stop by and check out the brand new Long Island Ducks Beer Garden on your next visit to the ballpark. So the Ducks get the early lead thanks to a 2-out infield single by Lou Ford, a wild pitch, and then an RBI single up the middle by Sean Burrows, and they have the early 1-0 advantage over the Bees, trying to make it 2 straight wins. John Brownell out to the mound to take his warm-up tosses tonight. The Ducks and Municipal Credit Union have teamed up again this season to present the Walk with a Purpose promotion. Every time a Ducks batter walks, Municipal Credit Union will make a donation to the Quacker Jack Foundation. Municipal Credit Union serving members since 1916. So the Ducks have the early lead, definitely something they wanted to do, and put the pressure on a New Britain offense that has really struggled here in the early going. Again, it is so early to really make any judgments on a team and what they can do. We are only in the 6th game of the season for both of these clubs, so it is still so early on. But New Britain's offense right now, lowest in the Atlantic League at .211 as a batting average. Ducks at 5th in the league at .234, and it is currently Lancaster leading the way at .322. John Jones will lead off, a righty hitter, and John Brownell's first pitch misses up and inside for ball 1. Cody Puckett, the third baseman, is playing in tight in case Jones tries to lay down a bunt. The 1-0. Breaking ball catches the outside corner for a called strike. That'll run the count to 1-1. Jones 4 of 21 to start the season with a couple runs batted in. The kick and the pitch from Brownell. Swung and a grounded to short. Dan Lyons on 2 hops, fields on the backhand, and his throw across the diamond is in time for the out. Jones retired, 1 away here in the bottom half of the first inning. The defensive alignment for the Ducks tonight: Delta Cleary Jr. gets the start in left field. Blake T. Cody is in center as Lou Ford gets the half day as the DH. Right fielder Phelan Lentini. On the infield from left to right, it is Cody Puckett at third, Dan Lyons at short, Matt Wessinger is the second baseman, and Sean Burrows around at first. Behind home plate doing the catching, Mike Dowd tonight, and on the mound is the right-hander John Brownell. First pitch on the way to Greg Golson. Ducks getting their first look at him this season. He takes a strike, 0-1. Golson, a former Barnstormer, also a former New York Yankee. Had the night off last night. Still looking for his first hit of the year. He's 0 for 13. And now the 0-1. Fouled over the screen, back behind the plate, off to our right. Caroms off the facing of one of the luxury suites here at New Britain Stadium. And so the count 0-2 on the righty swinging Golson. Despite not having a hit, he has drawn 4 walks and has been hit by a pitch, so he's been on base a bit. And here he takes upstairs from Brownell for ball 1. Teams will close out the series, a quick turnaround, 10:35 in the morning tomorrow. A school day here at New Britain Stadium to close out this 3-game set. And now the 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball, missing low and away. A slider from Brownell. That'll run the count to 2-2. Lights on here at New Britain Stadium. Again, the wind now blowing in from center. And cloudy skies overhead. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball popped up. Right side of the infield. The second baseman, Wessinger, on the outfield grass now moves in. And on the dirt, he will make the catch to retire Golson for the second out. So John Brownell looking for his first win of the season for Long Island, coming off of his Pitcher of the Year campaign last year. Took a no decision his first time out on opening night in Bridgewater, New Jersey against the Somerset Patriots. He threw 5 innings of 3-run ball, all earned. He did allow 8 hits, but only 1 walk and struck out 4. 1-0 squaring a bunt is Kevin Rivers, first pitch, is taken for a strike. He was squaring a bunt. Rivers, the DH today, moves up to the number 3 spot. Blake T. Cody, the center fielder, now moving a little bit more to his left. The 0-1 popped up in the air to the left side of the infield. The third baseman Puckett chasing towards the foul line. And right on the line, they say in fair territory, he makes the catch. And a strong start for John Brownell as he retires the Bees in order in the bottom half of the first inning. So we have played one on this chilly Tuesday night in New Britain. The Ducks, have a 1-0 lead over the Bees.
Hi, this is pitcher John Brownell, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Municipal Credit Union is a proud sponsor of the Long Island Ducks. For 100 years, MCU has helped New Yorkers achieve their goals with competitive financial products and services. Meet your important or unexpected needs with an MCU personal loan. Whether it's the cost of moving, a family vacation, or even home repairs, an MCU personal loan is a simple solution. To learn more about how an MCU personal loan can work for you, visit nymcu.org today. MCU, celebrating 100 years of service.
M&V Limousines is the official bus company of the Long Island Ducks. Family owned and operated, they've been in the business for over 23 years. M&V Limousines offers coach buses with Wi-Fi and restrooms, party buses, exotic limousines, and so much more. Whether you're looking for transportation for weddings, proms, corporate outings, or long-distance trips, they've got the right vehicle for you. Visit their showroom in Comac or check them out online at mvlimo.com. M&V Limousines, the official bus company of the Long Island Ducks.
We head to the second here at New Britain Stadium. Those Ducks have a 1-0 lead. I keep forgetting about that run in the first inning. The 2-out RBI single by Sean Burrows. That gave the Ducks the early 1-0 advantage. Josh Outman back to the mound after a quick 1-2-3 bottom of the first inning from John Brownell of Long Island. First pitch from Outman to Dan Lyons is ripped in the air to center. Going back on the run is John Jones, and straight away center, he'll make the catch. And that is the first out of the second inning. Well, Lyons hit that ball hard, but it is not an easy ballpark to hit the ball out of. If you did not join us on last night's broadcast, which was our first ever from this stadium, it's 330 feet down the line in right and left, 400 to straightaway center. And in center field, it doesn't come across in a straight horizontal line like you typically see at many ballparks. That is a straight diamond point in center field, so the field in general is very much like a diamond. As this one misses low for ball one. Everybody talks about the infield being the baseball diamond, but really this entire playing surface is shaped exactly like a diamond, and the wall comes to an exact angle in center field like you would see in a diamond. The 1-0 is hit well in the air to left center again, but right where John Jones is. And Jones will make the catch. Two hard hit balls from the Ducks, but both playable for Jones, and Puckett retired for the second out. And not to mention, not only does the park play deep in that regard, but all the way around there is a wall that's about 16 feet high, not separated like you see at many of the Atlantic League ballparks, including Long Island, Bridgeport, and Somerset, where you have the main home run wall that's about 8 feet tall and then the elevated wall behind it. Instead, in this case, it is just one solid wall that's about 16 feet in the air. So with two down and the base is empty, up to the plate steps the catcher, Mike Dowd. And he takes a fastball on the outside corner for strike one from Outman. Dowd played on Saturday in Somerset, was 1 for 4, had a big two-run single in that game that gave the Ducks the lead. Ultimately, though, it proved for naught since Long Island lost the game in 10 innings, 6-5. Here, Dowd takes low and inside, and the count even at 1-1. John Griffin well off the bag at first, while the third baseman Rosa plays closer to the line. 1-1. Fouled off first base side. This will go back into the seats out of play. And we'll do it once again, this time with a count of 1-2. Outman, a former big leaguer. He has 6 seasons of Major League experience, most recently with the New York Yankees in 2014. Also spent time that year with the Cleveland Indians. Here comes the 1-2. Outman kicks, fires, and Dowd lifts this one in the air to right towards the line. A run over for Anthony Hewitt in fair territory. He will track it down and make the catch. And the side retired in the top half of the second. Ducks go in order. They hit the ball hard, though. And we head to the bottom of inning number 2. Ducks 1 and the Bees nothing.
Hi, this is shortstop Dan Lyons. You can follow me on Twitter at @TheDannyLyons, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Hey, PSEG Long Island customers. Want to learn how to save on your electric bill? Here's one way. You can save up to $100 each year by simply replacing 10 incandescent bulbs with CFL or LED bulbs. Want to save even more? Take our online home energy survey. It's free, it takes just 10 minutes to complete, and it may save you hundreds more. Find out about our energy efficiency programs at www.pseglyny.com/savemoney.
Have your birthday at the ballpark this season and celebrate with the flock. Kona Ice birthday party packages with the Long Island Ducks are now available. Each package includes 10 box seats, a commemorative birthday t-shirt and autographed baseball, a pizza and Kona Ice party in the Hebrew National Picnic area, and so much more. Best of all, the birthday child will stand on the dugout while the entire crowd sings happy birthday. Reserve your party today by calling the group sales department at 631-940-3825. Kona Ice birthday parties with the Long Island Ducks, a once-in-a-lifetime experience. To the bottom half of the second inning with the Ducks leading it 1-0 over the Bees. Time for the Ducks Health Report, which is brought to you by Island Shore Physical Therapy, the official therapists of the Long Island Ducks. Currently everybody healthy and available for the Ducks, and that is certainly good news. The Ducks didn't really have any scares last night since everybody was fine, but they had 2 players get hit by pitches. Dan Lyons actually got hit twice, and Cody Puckett was hit once, but everybody was completely fine and jogged down to first, so that is good news. Brandon Chavez came out of the game late with an injury for New Britain, not in the lineup today, so obviously they are without Chavez due to the injury bug. Jovan Rosa takes upstairs for a ball 1 from Brownell, and the count goes to 1-0. Rosa 5 of 18 on the season with a double, a triple, a run batted in, and a run scored. The 1-0 is on the outside corner. Nice pitch from Brownell. Looked like a cutter that time. The count even at 1-1. Tyler Thurman, the home plate umpire this evening. Brian Child over at first, and Silvio Martinez around at third. The 1-1 hits the outside corner again. Good fastball for strike 2. Brownell retired this side in the bottom of the first inning, 1-2-3 on a ground out and 2 pop-ups. Righty to righty. The kick and the 1-2 from Brownell. Swung on and missed strike 3. Got him with the high and in-tight fastball. First strikeout of the night for Brownell, and there's one away here in the bottom of the second. Mention again that tomorrow is the final game of this 3-game set. 10:35 in the morning. Ducks will send lefty Darren Downs to the mound after his strong start in Game 2 of the series at Somerset. And the Bees will answer with lefty Nick Greenwood, who had a strong start to the year and earned the first win in Bees history. Here, a high, deep drive to left center field. Blake T-Cody chasing back, looking up, and you can forget it. Anthony Hewitt goes yard to deep left center field. And the man who hit the first home run in Bees history hits the second as well. And New Britain has tied up the game at 1 in the bottom half of the second inning. A high, deep drive off the bat of Anthony Hewitt that just kept carrying out to left center field. And Blake T-Cody, there was nothing he can do about that one as it just leaves the yard. So Hewitt, his second homer, second RBI, and third run of the season. And the Bees have tied up the ball game at 1. John Griffin to the plate. And the first pitch is taken on the outside corner for a called strike. The former Duck behind 0-1. Griffin just 1 of 11 to start the year for the Bees with a run batted in and 4 strikeouts. Kicking the pitch, and this chopped on the ground here to third. Cody Puckett charges. He fields on the short hop and fires low to first, but dug out by Burrows. So Griffin is out on the ground out to third, and there are 2 away. One thing that Brownell, and he'll tell you this, has wanted to improve upon, and the one thing that's been a little bit of a bugaboo for him in his Ducks career occasionally has been that he's given up a few too many home runs. Last year he improved dramatically in that regard, as the first pitch is taken by James Skelton low for a ball. Just 12 home runs given up last year, but the year before that in 2014 he allowed 21. So something that he certainly wants to improve upon, and did a great job of that last year, but has now allowed 2 home runs in his first 2 starts. And here a called strike to even the count at 1-1 on Skelton. Had the night off last night. 5 of 13 on the year is the former Patriot catcher. And the 1-1 is a breaking ball on the outside corner, strike 2. So Brownell trying to rebound after the homer and get 2 quick outs. Now the 1-2, kicking the pitch on the way, and Skelton swings and pops this one up. Foul territory, first base side of home plate. Mike Dowd sheds the mask, and he runs out of room as it ends up landing in the first row behind the screen off to the first base side. So Skelton remains alive at home plate. We'll do it again. Had a ball and 2 strikes. Dowd made a tremendous catch on a foul pop-up in the game on Saturday in the bottom of the 10th inning for a big second out, but ultimately they could not retire Rob Krall, who ended up hitting the game-winning hit. Here's the 1-2. Breaking ball. Misses downstairs. 4-2 to Skelton. Ducks and the Bees tied at 1, bottom of the second inning in New Britain. Out of the windup, the 2-2 from Brownell. Line drive, left center field. On the run back, Delta Cleary Jr. He's not going to get it. It's over his head. This will go all the way to the wall. Skelton on his way to second. He's going to stop there as the throw comes into Lions. Second extra base hit of the inning for the Bees as they get a double to left by James Skelton, his first extra base hit of the season. So the Bees have got a couple balls hard here off of Brownell in this second inning. The home run by Anthony Hewitt to left center, and now the double by Skelton. And with 2 down up to the plate, will step the second baseman, Jonathan Roof, who came in as a pinch hitter in the 9th inning last night. Or excuse me, as a defensive replacement, as this one taken up high for a ball. The count goes to 1-0. Came in as the second baseman in the top of the 9th after Chavez had gotten hurt. And Carrillo moved over to short after that. The 1-0. There's a fastball strike over the outside corner to even up the count at 1-1. Roof 1 of 4 on the year with that double and RBI. He's also struck out twice. From the stretch to 1-1. Brownell misses off the outside corner, 4-2. So now each team with a run and 2 hits in the early going. Brownell comes set at the belt. Deals to the plate. And Roof takes a fastball over the outside corner, another called strike. And Brownell 1 strike away again from getting out of this inning. Skelton, the runner at second with 2 down. Has not attempted a stolen base yet this year and won't here with 2 outs. The 2-2 is up and away, ball 3. Roof showing good patience at the plate. If he reaches, Steve Carrillo would be next for New Britain. He's trying to get their first lead of this series. They were either tied or behind all of yesterday's game. Here comes the payoff pitch. Brownell deals, and this is lifted foul down the right field line, well out of play. This will leave the yard, and we'll have another 3-2 pitch. Brownell had a very economical first inning, but not so much here in the second. His next pitch will be his 30th of the ball game. Here's the 3-2, and Roof check swing on a high and inside pitch. No swing, says first base umpire Brian Child. So back-to-back 2-out runners for the Bees here in the bottom of the second inning. And New Britain with 2 on, 2 out for the 9-hitter and shortstop Steve Carrillo. We've seen the Ducks in the early going here a couple times have some trouble on their pitching staff with 2 outs in an inning. Trying to get out of the inning, and they've had some trouble doing so. So here is Steve Carrillo to the plate, and he'll take a fastball strike over the outside corner, 0-1. A double by Skelton and a walk by Roof have put 2 on with 2 down. Carrillo 3 of 11 on the young season, a double and a run scored. Brownell's 0-1 pitch, lifted down the right field line. This will be well fouling out of play, and again Brownell ahead in the count. No balls and 2 strikes on the Bees shortstop. It's a 1-1 game here in the bottom of the second. Ducks getting an RBI single from Burrows. The Bees getting a homer from Anthony Hewitt. Now time called at home plate. Tyler Thurman dusts off the plate, and now Carrillo will step back in. Here comes the 0-2. And the pitch on the way is a breaking ball down and outside. Nice block by Mike Dowd. No advancement from the runners. And the count will go to 1-2. Carrillo was 1 for 4 in last night's game. Infield and outfield playing straight away. Outfield somewhat shallow with the runner at second and 2 down. Here's Brownell's 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball down and away, and again, Dowd has to make a block. Skelton thought about going to third, but he held up. And so now the count even at 2-2. And again, Brownell with 2 strikes having trouble getting that third strike or the third out to get out of this inning. For Brownell, this is his 5th season with Long Island, 4th consecutive season which he started with the club after coming over late in 2012. 2-2, broken back, ground ball to first. Sean Burrows is there. He will flip it to Brownell, covering in time for the out. And John Brownell is able to work out a further double. Bees, though, get a run on 2 hits, including the solo home run by Anthony Hewitt. They leave 2 on base. And through 2, it is the Ducks and the Bees knotted up at 1.
Hey fans, this is infielder Sean Burrows, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
James Simmons is going back. He is looking up, and on the Park Night, that one is gone and reaches a kennel in Central Islip.
That was another home run for the Ducks. And Duck fans, what's more fun than a home run that helps the Ducks win a game? How about a homer that helps the community win? Chappie's Funeral Home and the Long Island Ducks have once again teamed up for the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 homers this season, Chappie's Funeral Home will donate $5,000 to the Quackerjack Foundation. So every time a Ducks hitter goes deep this season, watch for the Chappie's Challenge home run count on the scoreboard. And if we reach 100, we're all a winner. Chappie's Funeral Home, where caring for others is a family tradition.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
To the 3rd inning we go, with the Ducks and the Bees now all even at 1 apiece. Ducks will head home after tomorrow morning's game, and they will host their 2016 home opener on Thursday night when they welcome the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs to town for the first of 4 games. Gates will open at 5:35, 5:20 if you're a full season ticket holder. And the first 1,500 fans in attendance will take home a Bud Harrelson Garden Gnome, courtesy of PC Richard & Son. An exciting giveaway for sure. I'm sure that will be very popular amongst the fans. So make sure you arrive early. First pitch to Matt Wessinger here in the 3rd from Josh Outman is taken for a strike. And the count goes to 0-1. Wessinger 0 for 4 to start the season. He also played on Saturday against the Patriots. The 0-1. Breaking ball nicely thrown by Outman in at the knees for a called strike. And it's quickly 0-2. First baseman Griffin off the bag at first. The 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. 3 quick pitches, and Outman gets his first strikeout of the night, 1 away here in the top half of the 3rd inning. Ducks will also be hosting some pregame ceremonies on Thursday night, along with the traditional introductions of both teams along the 1st and 3rd base lines. Ducks will recognize John Brownell for his Atlantic League Pitcher of the Year award in 2015, and for Dan Lyons winning the inaugural Rawlings Gold Glove Defensive Player of the Year award. First pitch to Phelan Lentini is taken for a called strike, and the count goes to 0-1. Lentini ground out to 3rd back in the 1st inning. He is now 9 of 22 on the season. 0-1. Breaking ball that missed up and inside. And that will even up the count at 1-1. Lentini was staring at his hitting streak, ending at 4 games last night, but he picked up an 8th inning RBI single that kept it alive, and here he swings and misses. Late on the pitch from Outman, and the count goes to 1-2. He has been the hottest Duck to start off 2016. Outman out of the windup, kicks and fires, and the breaking ball is a called strike 3 over the outside corner. Lentini thought it was a little too far outside. Back-to-back Ks for Outman, his 1st and 2nd of the night. And with 2 away, that will leave it up to the left fielder, Delta Cleary Jr. Outman stands in at 6'1", 205 pounds. He is 31 years old, a native of St. Louis, Missouri. And as we mentioned, 6 years in the major leagues. Line drive towards second, fielded on a few hops by Jonathan Roof. His throw to first just beats the speedy Cleary Jr. And back-to-back 1-2-3 innings for Outman, who has now retired 7 in a row. Bottom half of the third coming up. Ducks and the Bees square at 1.
Hey fan, this is outfielder Delta Cleary Jr. and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Long Island's Ford Giant is bigger and better than ever. Sayville Ford celebrating the grand opening of their new state-of-the-art showroom featuring enclosed service drives, luxurious customer lounge, and a larger selection to choose from. Get giant savings on hundreds of new and used vehicles in stock. Sayville Ford's grand opening celebration is going on now. Visit SayvilleFord.com or download the Sayville Ford app today to learn more about Sayville Ford's grand opening savings. Call 631-589-4800 today.
Baseball fans, the Long Island Ducks mobile app has officially arrived. Powered by Clear Vision Apps, it's your one-stop shop for all things Ducks baseball. Buy tickets straight from your mobile device. Receive game status updates with push notifications. Check out up-to-the-minute news and scores and interact with the Ducks on social media. Best of all, it's free. Download the Ducks mobile app today by visiting the App Store on your Apple-powered device or Google Play on your Android-powered device. The Long Island Ducks mobile app, with you wherever you flock to. Well, Ducks fans, when Delta Cleary Jr. grounded out to second to end the top half of the third inning, that was the 15th out of tonight's ball game. And did you know that a 15-minute phone call to Geico could save you 15% or more on your car insurance? Get a free quote today. Call 1-800-947-AUTO. That's 1-800-947-AUTO or visit geico.com. So, we head to the bottom of the third inning with the Ducks and the Bees all even up at 1 apiece. Outman has seemed to settle in. He's retired the last 7 Ducks hitters he has faced, and Brownell misses on a breaking ball low and away to John Jones, the leadoff hitter in the Bees lineup. And the count goes to 1-0. Cody Puckett in on the grass at third as Brownell kicks and deals. This one lined in the air to right center field. On the run, Blake T. Cody. And he will get to it and make the grab in shallow right center for out number 1 here in the bottom of the third inning. That'll bring up Greg Golson to the plate. Jones now 0 for 2 in the game, 4 for 23 on the season. Last night, Jones was in the number 2 spot in the order and went 1 for 5. Bees limited to 7 hits last night, most of which came in the final 2 innings. I think they had just 3 hits over the first 7. Breaking ball here, grounded to third. Backhanded on 2 hops by Puckett. And he throws to first. The tag applied by Burrows as his foot came off the bag. But it is in time to retire Golson, who is now 0 of 15 to start the young season. So with 2 away, that will leave it up to the DH, Kevin Rivers. Very similar field to the first inning for Brownell, in which he retired the side in order, and he wants to have a strong bounce-back inning. Had to throw a lot of pitches last inning and face 6 Bees batters. This is the 39th pitch he has thrown, and that misses low and inside for ball number 1. Rivers will pop out to third his first time up. That was back in the opening inning, and it'll be a 1-0 pitch from the right-hander. Rivers takes a breaking ball strike on the outside corner, 1-1. Last night, Rivers got the start in left field. He was 1 for 3 at the plate with a run batted in on a sacrifice fly. Here he lines one in the air to center. Well hit. On the run is Blake T. Cody. This is going to be over his head. It's going to head all the way towards that triangle in center. Rivers rounding second, but he's going to hold on there as the throw came in to the shortstop Lyons. So Kevin Rivers hit that one over the head of Blake T. Cody, who appeared to misjudge it a bit. I don't know if he would have had that right away, but I don't think he was hit. He thought it was hit as far as it was. So for Rivers, a double. A third extra base hit against John Brownell, and the third 2-out runner in this game for New Britain. So that'll give the third baseman Jovan Rosa an opportunity. Rosa strike out his first time up against Brownell. By the way, for Rivers, that's his second double of the year. Brownell's first pitch to Rosa. Just missed up above the belt. And the count goes to 1-0. Rosa was 1 for 2 last night. Drew a couple of walks. The 1-0. Fastball just missing the outside corner, and now Brownell behind 2 balls and no strikes on Rosa. The dangerous Anthony Hewitt, who took Brownell deep in the second inning, waiting in the on-deck circle. 2-ball, no-strike pitch on the way, and Rosa takes a breaking ball. That just missing the outside corner. Brownell thought he had that one for strike one. It's now 3-0 on Rosa. We'll see if he gets the green light from manager Stan Clyburn. From the stretch, the 3-0 pitch on the way, and that is taken way up and outside, ball 4. A 4-pitch walk to Jovan Rosa, the second walk of the game issued by Brownell, very uncharacteristic of him. And so now New Britain with another pair of 2-out base runners, just like they had last inning when they got a double and a walk with 2 men out. So up to the plate will step the right fielder, Anthony Hewitt, who hit a solo home run to left center an inning ago, his second of the year, the second home run in B's history. And the first pitch, a half swing on a breaking ball down and away. The first base umpire, Brian Child, says he went around. So that is strike 1. Hewitt now 3 of 16 on the year. He was 0 for 3 at the plate last night with a walk. Breaking ball nicely thrown by Brownell. Hewitt way out in front of it. And the count now 0-2. Brownell 1 strike away from, again, getting out of a jam in the third. 1-1 ball game here in New Britain. Be an 0-2. Kicking the pitch on the way. Hewitt, a half swing again at the ball down in the dirt. They appeal to first, and they say Hewitt went around for strike 3. So Brownell gets his second strikeout of the game and avoids further trouble. No runs, 1 hit. The Bees leave another pair of runners on base. And through 3 at New Britain Stadium. Ducks 1 and the Bees 1.
Hey fans, this is infielder Cody Puckett, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Few places on earth offer the charm and excitement of Fire Island. At Fire Island Ferries, located conveniently at 99 Maple Avenue in Bay Shore, they offer convenient travel to Fire Island 7 days a week. Fire Island is quickly becoming a top destination for families of all ages. Experience the informal, carefree communities, the dazzling night scene, enjoy fine dining, or climb to the top of one of the tallest lighthouses in the United States. But there's only one way to get there, by calling Fire Island Ferries at 631-665-3600 today. For fare and scheduling information, please visit fireislandferries.com.
Hey Ducks fans, stay up to date with Long Island's hometown team by visiting Quack of the Bat, the official blog of the Long Island Ducks. Quack of the Bat will bring Ducks fans beyond the headlines with in-depth feature articles, breaking news stories, game previews, post-game wrap-ups, and so much more. Interact with the team during the entire season through quotes directly from the players and coaches, as well as exclusive video clips and photos. Check out the blog today at quackofthebat.wordpress.com. Quack of the Bat, the official blog of the Long Island Ducks. As we go to the 4th inning, it is time for today's 4th inning trivia, where we test your knowledge of the Long Island Ducks, the Atlantic League, and baseball as a whole. Today's question revolves around Bees starter Josh Outman, a left-hander, and as we mentioned, a former major leaguer. And it deals with his major league debut, which came with the Oakland Athletics on September 2nd, 2008 at Kaufman Stadium against the Kansas City Royals. Lou Ford takes a breaking ball strike in the count, 0-1. As a member of the Athletics, he was teammates with a current Atlantic Leaguer, second baseman Eric Patterson of the York Revolution. The 0-1. And that on the outside corner, another called strike, count 0-2. But he was opponents that day, a member of the Royals with another Atlantic Leaguer, although he is a former Atlantic Leaguer right now and a former Long Island Duck. The question, who was it? 0-2 to Ford, breaking ball misses down and in. The count goes to 1-2. We'll let you think about it and give you the answer in the bottom half of the fourth. Which former Long Island Duck was an opponent of the left-hander Josh Outman when he made his Major League debut with the Athletics in 2008. Here, Ford hits a ball well into right center field. On the run, the center fielder cannot get it. John Jones as it drops in for a base hit. So Lou Ford is able to find some open real estate in right center field for his second hit of the night. He is 2 for 2 at the plate. The Ducks were the leadoff man on in the fourth inning. First time they have had a leadoff man on base in this game. And it ends a streak of 7 straight retired by Outman. Ford had 2 hits in last night's game in 4 at-bats along with a walk. So his second straight multi-hit game. Here is the lefty swinging Sean Burrows to the plate, who drove in the game's first run. He squares to bunt and pulls back, takes low ball 1. Surprising to see Burrows trying to bunt here in the top of the fourth inning. Burrows, a cleanup hitter, very unlike him to bunt. He picked up an RBI single to center with 2 down in the first inning that scored Ford from second after he moved there in a wild pitch. Outman from the stretch deals. Burrows squares again, and he ends up taking a strike on the outside corner. Burrows shaking his head. He thought that was too low and outside. Kevin Byers, the Ducks manager, at third base doing the coaching and giving the signals to Burrows and to his base runner Ford at first. He's also wearing some gloves here tonight with the chilly weather. The 1-1, low and outside. Good block at home plate by James Skelton. And it's now 2 balls and 1 strike. Each team with a run on 3 hits in this ball game. The Sean Burrows RBI single counting for the Ducks run. The Anthony Hewitt solo home run counting for the Bees run. Ford takes his lead off first, being held on by John Griffin. The 2-1 to Burrows is low and outside, ball 3. Burrows trying to find his way on base and give the Ducks a good opportunity here with 2 on and nobody out. Good hitters count here at 3 balls and 1 strike. We'll see if Burrows gets the green light. Kicking the pitch on the way, and Burrows does swing away, hits it well in the air to left. Going back is the left fielder Golson, and on the warning track in the left field corner, he'll make the catch. Boy, with cold weather like it is here today, that ball just died in a hurry. If it's warmer weather, that has a chance to at least hit off the wall, if not go out, but that one just kept tailing into the corner instead of going deeper, and Golson was able to make the catch, so a big break for Outman there as he gets the first out. That'll bring Blake T. Cody to the plate, who popped to short in his first at-bat on the first pitch he saw. And he takes the first pitch here a little bit high. Count goes to 1-0. T. Cody last night for the Ducks was 0 for 4 at the plate, but did score a run as he drew a walk in the ball game. From the stretch is Outman, kicks and fires, and T. Cody takes a breaking ball that misses down below the knees, ball 2. T. Cody had a 3-double game over the weekend in Bridgewater against the Patriots. That was in that 6-5 extra inning game, tying a franchise record for a single game. He is now 5 of 22 as a Duck. The 2-0. He swings and fouls this one back to the screen behind home plate. Caught right in between where the screen and the backstop are. Very old-timely field ballpark here in New Britain, Connecticut, the former home of the New Britain Rockcats, AA affiliates of the Rockies last year, who are now moving to Hartford and becoming the Hartford Yard Goats. 2-1. T. Cody fouls it back to the screen again, this time much higher on the screen, 3/4 of the way up. That'll even things up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Despite the Bees' struggles offensively here in the early going, they have done a terrific job pitching thus far this season. The 2-2 from Outman to T. Cody is swung and lifted down the left field line. This again will slice foul and out of play. Bees have the second lowest ERA in the Atlantic League, 2.00. And the only team better right now, the York Revolution, who are at 1.80. They are 3-1. The Ducks, who were last in the league in ERA before last night, have now moved up to 6th. Again, those numbers and those standings just flip-flop so early here in the season. As the 2-2 to T. Cody is swinging a miss, strike 3. He chased the fastball down and in. Third strikeout of the game for Outman. So after the leadoff single by Lou Ford, no movement from the base runner. And with 2 away, that will leave it up to Dan Lyons, the shortstop. Part of this is because of the struggles offensively for Long Island, but a little surprised here in the early going. Only 1 stolen base for the Ducks. That came from Phelan Lentini in the series in Somerset. And Long Island has some speedy base runners in their lineup, but I haven't seen a ton of running here in the early going. I'll throw over to first here to check on Ford. He is back safely. And with the weather as cold as it is here tonight, a lot of times guys aren't as loose and stretched out as they usually would be when it's warmer weather, so most sides might be a little bit conservative in that approach tonight. Lines a fly out to center his first time up, though he hit the ball well. Here he misses on a swing off the outside corner. And Outman ahead, 0-1. Left-hander has struck out 3 over 3 2/3 innings. The Lions now 3 for 20 on the young season. 0-1. Line drive foul over the screen, back behind the plate, off to our right. And the count is now quickly at 0-2. Outman spent the 2015 season in the Braves organization at rookie level, single A, advanced A, and double A, combined to go 0-1 with a 1.04 ERA, just 9 games and 2 starts for Outman. 0-2, down and away, good block at the plate by Skelton. Keeps Ford at first, and the count now goes to 1-2. This is his first experience in the Atlantic League in independent baseball. Walked 5, though, on opening night. However, tonight has not walked a single batter. And he ultimately took the loss as the Bees fell to the York Revolution in their inaugural game. Ford leads at first, the 1-2 pitch. Lyons takes a breaking ball at the knees for a called strike 3. Nicely thrown by Outman. Lyon caught looking, so the Ducks get the leadoff single, but they strand Ford right there. We head to the bottom of the 4th, still tied, 1 apiece.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Darren Downs, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Hey, Ducks fans, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks is the Upsky Long Island Hotel in Hauppauge. It's centrally located on the north shore of Long Island and offers a home away from home for both business and leisure guests. The Upsky Long Island Hotel features an indoor pool, 24-hour business center, a fitness center, and complimentary Wi-Fi in all guest rooms. Enjoy the contemporary American cuisine at the Fountain Grill restaurant or grab a quick bite to eat at Cafe Pronto. Best of all, it's only minutes from Bethpage Ballpark. The Upsky Long Island Hotel, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks. Call 231-1100 today. That's 631-231-1100.
Family fun every time.
Beautiful evening for baseball.
Big action every time.
He reaches up, it's gone!
Great value every time.
And the Ducks have won it 7-1.
The Ducks schedule is loaded with new promotions this season, and with an average ticket price of just $10 and free parking, there is no better value on Long Island. For game times and tickets, visit liducks.com. Long Island Ducks Baseball. Good times every time.
Still a 1-1 ball game between the Ducks and the Bees as we head to the bottom half of the 4th inning. Time for the answer to tonight's 4th inning trivia, where we test your knowledge of the Long Island Ducks, the Atlantic League, and baseball as a whole. We gave you the question in the top half of the inning. It was left-hander Josh Outman, tonight's starter for the Bees, making his major league debut on September 2nd, 2008 at Kauffman Stadium against the Royals. He was a member of the Athletics at the time. I'll tell you the rest of the question again after the first pitch to John Griffin from John Brownell, former teammates, and it's taken for a strike, 0-1. At the time, on the Royals was a future member of the Long Island Ducks, now former member of the Ducks. The question was, who was it? The 0-1 is fisted foul, first base side out of play to even up the count, run the count to 0-2, excuse me. The answer, Joey Gathright. Joey Gathright was a Duck in 2010, a 7-year Major League veteran who made it back to the big leagues after playing on Long Island. 2011 was with the Boston Red Sox. The 0-2 breaking ball misses low here. Gathright also spent time with the Bridgeport Bluefish in 2012. And retired after 2013 while he was with the Kansas City T-Bones in the American Association. 1-2, Griffin a swing and a miss, strike three. Brownell blows the fastball by him. Third strikeout of the night for Brownell. And Griffin now 1 of 13 to start the year, as that is out number 1. So with the one away, that will bring up the catcher, James Skelton, who tried to start a 2-out rally in the second inning with a double over the head of Delta Cleary Jr. in left, but was ultimately stranded at second base. First pitch on the way to Skelton, and he takes up and inside on a fastball, 1-0. Wind continues to blow in from center field on this chilly spring night here in New Britain, Connecticut. Temperatures down into the 40s today. 1-0, and that breaking ball just missed below the knees. Close call, but just missed low, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. Skelton now 6 of 14 on the season. The double was his first extra base hit, and the 2-0 is up high again. Brownell in danger of walking his 3rd batter of the game. He does not do that often in terms of walking hitters. You wonder if the cold weather has any sort of factor into that tonight. 3-0, Skelton takes all the way, and that misses down and away, ball 4. Second 4-pitch walk of the game for Brownell, and as we mentioned, now 3 walks on the night. So 1 on with 1 out. Jonathan Roof will now step up to the plate. A year ago, Brownell's game high for walks was 3. He did it on a few different occasions. So he has matched that already here tonight. First pitch here is popped in the air to left center field. T. Cody started back, now jogs in. And in left center, he'll make the catch for out number 2. Roof had drawn a walk his first time up in the second, but he is retired here. So with 2 away, that will leave it up to the shortstop, Steve Carrillo. Back to the trivia question. Outman had spent 6 years in the major league. 6 years in the major leagues, 3 with the Oakland Athletics in 2008, 2009, and 2011. It's been 2 with the Rockies in 2012, 2013. First pitch here, ground ball to short. Lions will field. He will flip it to second for the force, and the side is retired. And then for Outman, 2014 was with the Indians and the Yankees. So no runs, no hits, a walk, and a runner left on base. We have played 4 in New Britain, all tied up 1 apiece.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Bobby Blevins, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Oh, I love it. The color of my new Nicolot patio is so vibrant. It's unlike anything I've ever seen.
You're welcome. I'm just going to go finish that Nicolot walkway now.
Make your pavers vivid Nicolot pavers. The best looking, most vibrant pavers with the most 3-color blends in the industry. Featuring Nicolot's exclusive paver shield and color blending technology. With color throughout and guaranteed not to fade. Live life in color with Nicolot. Visit Nicolot.com.
Enjoy the ultimate VIP fan experience at Bethpage Ballpark this season by taking in a Ducks game from the exclusive Trouttown Fan Can. Presented by Roscoe Beer Company, the Fan Can is available for rental at all Ducks home games. It features 12 Dream Seat theater-style padded seats, beverage holders, an air-conditioned atmosphere, and an incredible view of the game. Packages are now available with food and beverage included. To reserve your Fan Can outing today, call the Ducks Group Sales Department at 631-940-3825. The Trouttown Fan Can at Bethpage Ballpark. Your VIP experience awaits. Well, fans, on a cold night like tonight, there is no better way to warm up than with Hampton Coffee Company gourmet hot coffee, available at the concession stands at Bethpage Ballpark. Regular and decaf Hampton Coffee is the preferred coffee of the Long Island Ducks. Visit HamptonCoffeeCompany.com or check out their cafes out in the Hamptons. Michael Pollack here with you from New Britain Stadium. Thank you so much for tuning in on this Tuesday night. Whether you're joining us directly via the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball, or online at liducks.com, we appreciate you tuning in. And it's been another good pitchers duel between John Brownell and Josh Outman, as each side has just 1 run and 3 hits so far in the game. Cody Puckett to the plate. He takes a breaking ball low and outside, ball 1. The Ducks run on back-to-back 2-out singles in the first inning with a wild pitch mixed in between. Sean Burrows driving in Lou Ford. The 1-0, and Puckett takes a fastball on the outside corner for strike 1. The Bees getting their run with 1 out in the bottom of the second on an Anthony Hewitt solo home run to left center. It'll be a 1-1 pitch. Outman fires, and Puckett way out in front of a changeup. Swings and misses for strike number 2. Puckett a fly out to center his first time up in the second when Lyons and Puckett both hit the ball well. And back-to-back at-bats, but both times with that deep center field. Ball was able to be caught by John Jones. The 1-2, that misses up and inside from Outman. That'll run the count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. The Beast left-hander to this point has thrown a total of 53 pitches, 34 of them for strikes. And his 2-2, swinging a tapper up the third base line. This is going to roll foul. Jovan Rosa picked it up, looking for a fan to throw it to, and ends up flipping it towards the third base side near the Ducks dugout. Puckett will head back to the plate, and as he does, he is blowing hard into his batting gloves. He's got the hoodied sweatshirt on under his jersey, so you can see the hood popping out around his neck. Lots of players have that on here tonight with the chilly temperatures. 2-ball, 2-strike pitch on the way. That's off the outside edge. Good eye from Puckett. Count runs full at 3-2. It'll be Puckett down and Wessinger, 7, 8, 9 in the Ducks order this evening. Or in this inning, I should say. Shortstop here shaded towards third base a bit, and that is Steve Carrillo. Payoff pitch, well hit in the air to left center field. On the run back is Greg Golson, still chasing back, and he's able to make the catch. Terrific grab by Greg Golson in left center field to rob Cody Puckett of an extra base hit. And that is the first out here in the top of the 5th inning. Feel for a guy like Cody Puckett. He's hit the ball hard twice tonight despite the chilly temperatures, and Greg Golson has made a couple of very nice catches to, or Golson I should say, one, and then Jones the other on the first hard hit ball by Puckett. The Ducks still with 3 hits with 1 out. Here's Mike Dowd. He takes a fastball inside, and the count goes to 1-0. By the way, Puckett last night was 0 for 3 at the plate, was hit by a pitch. Dowd getting the start tonight behind the plate in favor of Mike Blank as this breaking ball misses low and outside. So the count goes to 2 balls and no strikes on Dowd, who popped out to right field his first time up back in the second inning. Outman breathing into his left hand on the mound as he steps back on the rubber, standing all the way on his right side of the rubber, our left. The 2-0. There's a strike on the outside corner, just caught a piece. And the count goes to 2-1. So which team will break this 1-1 tie first? It's been that way since the bottom of the second inning. The kick in the 2-1. Chopped on the ground past the mound towards the middle. The shortstop on the run juggles it, and he recovers and throws to first for the out. I thought Carrillo had to go behind him. It bounced up and looked like it had popped in and out of his glove. I thought that went behind him, but he was able to stick with it and throw out Dowd at first. So a couple of nice defensive plays here by the Bees in the top of the 5th inning. And with 2 outs, that will leave it up to the second baseman, Matt Wessinger. Outman ready to go. And the lefty's first pitch is a breaking ball that misses low and outside for ball one. Outman in that first start of the year for New Britain pitched a total of 5 innings, gave up 6 hits and 3 runs, 2 of them earned, as he deals a strike here to Wessinger to even the count at 1-1. As we mentioned earlier, he walked 5 batters, struck out 4, and suffered the loss in defeat to the Revolution. 1-1, swing and a miss. Wessinger out in front of the breaking ball as it dives down and in. So he is now behind at 1-2. Wessinger looking for his first hit as a Duck. Infield straight away, the 1-2 from Outman. Fastball just missing the outside corner at the knees. Count even up now at 2 balls and 2 strikes. If Wessinger reaches back to the top of the order, we'd go for Phelan Lentini. The wind and the 2-2. Breaking ball that just missed a hair below the knees. Close pitch from Outman. And Wessinger able to work the count full. 1-1 game, top of the 5th. And Outman trying to retire Wessinger for a 1-2-3 inning. He will get Wessinger into a ground ball deep in the hole at short. Carrillo juggles it. He will not have a play. Had a range to his right onto the outfield grass to try and get it. And so Wessinger is safe at first base, a 2-out runner for Long Island. And that will leave it up to Phelan Lentini. They will give an error on Carrillo here. It'll be the first error of the game for the Bees, first error of the series for either side. So Wessinger still looking for his first hit in a Ducks uniform. And back to the top of the order we go for Phelan Lentini. Outman will have to work out of the stretch. Throws over to first, and Wessinger is back safely. A year ago, Wessinger was playing with the Bridgeport Bluefish, had 6 stolen bases last season with the Bluefish, who the Bees will see on Thursday. First pitch here is a breaking ball down and away, blocked nicely at the plate. And the count goes to 1-0. It'll be the first ever meeting during the regular season between the Bees and the Bridgeport Bluefish, now in-state rivals. They did meet in spring training. Runner goes from first. Pitch here is grounded towards short. It's gobbled up by Carrillo, and his throw over to first is in time for the out, and that'll retire the side. So Kevin Byers putting the hit and run on, but Lentini grounds to short. He's now 0 for 3. No runs, no hits, an error, and a runner left on base. We're halfway through on this Tuesday night. 1-1 the score between the Ducks and the Bees.
Hey fans, this is catcher Mike Blank, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Municipal Credit Union is a proud sponsor of the Long Island Ducks. For 100 years, MCU has helped New Yorkers achieve their goals with competitive financial products and services. Meet your important or unexpected needs with an MCU personal loan. Whether it's the cost of moving, a family vacation, or even home repairs, an MCU personal loan is a simple solution. To learn more about how an MCU personal loan can work for you, visit nymcu.org today. MCU, celebrating 100 years of service.
Take your group out to the ball game this season and enjoy all the fun of Ducks baseball at discounted prices with the picnic area, luxury suites, the Smokin' Owls party deck, the Trout Town fan can, and so much more. Bringing your group to the game will be an unforgettable experience. The Ducks even offer opportunities to sing the national anthem, serve as the Ridgewood Savings Bank color guard, be the Nicolak Dream Team, put on a pregame performance, or shag fly balls during Ducks batting practice. To book your outing today, call 631-940-3825 and ask for the group sales department. Long Island Ducks baseball. Good times every time.
John Brownell returns to the mound as we head to the bottom half of the 5th inning. Ducks and the Bees remain tied up at 1 apiece. Neither side being able to get much going against the starters. The Bees have threatened, though, a couple times in recent innings. They had a pair of 2-out base runners in the 2nd and 3rd, but were unable to score. Meanwhile, the Ducks have had a total of 3 hits just like the Bees. They've had 1 on in each of the last 2 innings without plating a run against Josh Outman. First pitch from Brownell, misses low and outside. To John Jones, the leadoff hitter in New Britain's lineup, who is 0 for 2 tonight. Digs in from the right side. And the 1-0 is a breaking ball strike on the outside corner. That'll even things up at 1-1. Jones a ground out to short in the first inning, and then flew out to center field in inning number 3. From the windup, the 1-1. Pitch on the way, grounded past the mound towards the middle. Right there is Dan Lyons, and his throw over to first is in time. So Jones retired. Second time he's grounded out to short tonight, and there's the first out in the bottom of the 5th inning. On the out-of-town scoreboard, Somerset Patriots looking to stay perfect on the year. They lead 2-0 at home against the York Revolution, bottom half of the 2nd. For Somerset, Matt Bywater getting the start tonight, whereas York counters with Kelvin De La Cruz. Greg Golson to the plate. First pitch from Brownell is taken inside, ball 1. Somerset getting RBIs in the game from Brian LaHare and Brad Snyder. And so they lead it 2-0 in the bottom half of the 2nd. Here's the 1-0 pitch. And that missing up and outside for ball 2 to Golson, who was 0 for 2 tonight. He's popped to second in the first and grounded to third in the third. So that'll be a 2-0 here from Brownell. Cody Puckett playing near the line at third. Line shaded over towards third as Golson takes up high. And Brownell again behind here 3-0, in danger of walking his 4th batter of the game. He has walked 2 of the 3 that he has walked in this game on 4 pitches. And now it's 3-0 on the way to Golson. That's right down the chute for strike 1. Top of the 3rd inning in Southern Maryland, the Bluefish have a 2-1 lead over the Blue Crabs. Former Duck Sean Garceau getting the start tonight for Southern Maryland. And Bridgecourt countering with Mike Antonini. 3-1 pitch, fouled over the screen off to the first base side of home plate. That'll run the count at 3-2. Dan Johnson has driven in 2 runs thus far for Bridgeport, while Michael Snyder has the lone RBI in the early going for Southern Maryland. (3-2). The pitch on the way to Golson is swung on and grounded foul to the backstop. He stays alive. They'll be getting underway at about 8:05 Eastern time here in down in Sugar Land, Texas, as the Skeeters will host the Lancaster Barnstormers. Lancaster winning last night. Sean Gallagher will get the start for the Skeeters, while the Barnstormers will counter with J.D. Martin. 3-2, popped up, foul behind the plate. This will go out of play once again. Again, it was just off to the first base side behind home plate. So we will do it once again at 3-2. Puckett very close to the line at third. Here's another payoff from Brownell. Breaking ball, popped up foul, first base side. This is going to go back into the seats. And that out of play. After Golson will be Kevin Rivers, who is 1 for 2 with a double and a pop out to third in this game. Righty-righty matchup. Brownell trying to retire Golson. Here's the pitch. It's hit on the ground towards the middle. Diving stop made by Dan Lyons. The throw from the dirt, not in time. Golson just beat it out. Almost a fantastic play by Lyons. It still was to make the diving stop and throw on to first, but Golson just beat it out at first base for the infield single, 4th hit of the game for the Bees. And they have a 1-out base runner. That was a good battle between Golson and Brownell. Golson fought off a couple tough pitches. And then Golson hit a hard ground ball towards the middle. Lyons made the diving stop, but Golson's speed 1 out. He's 2 for 2 in the stolen base department thus far. Not tonight, on the season that is. First time he's been on base tonight. Kevin Rivers to the plate. He takes up and in for ball 1. Mets in the red scoreless in the 2nd inning at Citi Field. It is Bartolo Colon on the mound tonight for the Mets. Brandon Finnegan goes for Cincinnati. The 1-0 pitch coming up from Brownell. Works out of the stretch. There goes Colson. Pitch is taken for a strike. The throw down to second. Not in time. Colson just getting in ahead of the tag of Lyons. It was a good throw from Mike Dowd, right on the money. But Colson got too good of a jump. So he picks up his third steal of the year. The Bees with a runner in scoring position representing the go-ahead run. It'll be a 1-1 to Rivers. As we mentioned, doubled over the head of Blake T. Cody the last time he came to the plate in the third inning. The 1-1 from Brownell. And Rivers fouls this one off to the third base side of the screen behind home plate. So Brownell now ahead 1 ball and 2 strikes. Yankees and the Rangers will get underway at 8:05 down at Globe Life Park in Arlington, Texas. Here's the 1-2 from Brownell. Breaking ball, a half swing by Rivers. They appeal to third. And the third base umpire, Silvio Martinez, says he went around for strike 3. So the tag applied by Dowd, 4th strikeout of the ball game for Brownell. A big second out for the right-hander. And that will leave it up to the third baseman, Jovan Rosa. For the Yankees tonight, it'll be Luis Severino. For the Rangers, A.J. Griffin will take the mound. Here we're tied at 1, bottom of the 5th inning. New Britain with a runner at second base and 2 men out. The runner, Greg Golson, with terrific speed. Here's Rosa, who's 0 for 1 with a strikeout and a walk. And the first pitch to him. Line drive towards second, fielded on a tough hop by Matt Wessinger. And his throw to first is in time for the out. Brownell works around that 1-out single, and another scoreless inning here in the 5th. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left at scoring position. Bees have left 6 on base through the first 5 innings of play. We head to the 6th. But the score still even at 1.
Hey fans, this is relief pitcher Bruce Kern, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Hey, PSEG Long Island customers. Want to learn how to save on your electric bill? Here's one way. You can save up to $100 each year by simply replacing 10 incandescent bulbs with CFL or LED bulbs. Want to save even more? Take our online home energy survey. It's free. It takes just 10 minutes to complete, and it may save you hundreds more. Find out about our energy efficiency programs at www.pseglyny.com/savemoney.
M&V Limousines is the official bus company of the Long Island Ducks. Family owned and operated, they've been in the business for over 23 years. M&V Limousines offers coach buses with Wi-Fi and restrooms, party buses, exotic limousines, and so much more. Whether you're looking for transportation for weddings, proms, corporate outings, or long-distance trips, they've got the right vehicle for you. Visit their showroom in Comac or check them out online at mvlimo.com. M&V Limousines, the official bus company of the Long Island Ducks.
Ducks fans follow all season long as the Long Island Ducks try to meet the Chappies Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 home runs, Chappies Funeral Homes will donate $5,000 to the Quacker Jack Foundation. Chappies Funeral Homes, where caring for others is our family tradition. Ducks have 3 home runs through the first 5.5 games of the season. The Bees have just 2 teams that certainly don't have a ton of home run power. Although New Britain does have a couple players, guys like John Griffin, that can hit the ball out. But again, in this ballpark where New Britain has played all 5.5 games of their season so far, not an easy one to hit one out. Now we saw our first home run of the series here in the second inning when Anthony Hewitt left the yard to left center. A pretty impressive drive. Delta Cleary Jr. to lead off the top of the 6th against Josh Outman, and the pitch misses low and outside for ball 1. Cleary Jr. 0 for 2 in this game with a pair of groundouts to second. This a night after going 3 for 5 last night with a double and a run scored. Here comes the 1-0. That misses low, and Cleary Jr. now ahead. 2 balls and no strikes. It was Cleary Jr.'s first multi-hit game, first 3-hit game of the year. He led the Ducks last year with 11 3-hit games. 2-0 on the way. Taken all the way, and it's a called strike over the outside corner. Good fastball from Outman, who has been fairly efficient in this game. That was his 70th pitch of the night. 43 of them for strikes. The 2-1. Check swing, ball down low and outside. They appeal to first, and no swing according to the first base umpire, Brian Child. So it's a 3-ball, 1-strike count. Cleary Jr. trying to work his way on and then use his speed to try and manufacture a run for the Ducks. Here's the 3-1. Take it all the way. It's up high, ball 4. There's the first walk of the night issued by Josh Outman. And our first Municipal Credit Union walk with a purpose. Every time a Ducks batter walks, the Quacker Jack Foundation wins. So we'll see what Kevin Baez does here. Last inning when Wessinger reached on the error he had sent him with 2 down and Lentini at the plate. But Lentini on the hit and run swung away, grounded to short. So we'll see if Cleary Jr. tries to take off for second to get in scoring position for Ford and Burrows. First pitch here, he does not go, and the breaking ball is taken for a strike. Ford with 2 hits and 2 at-bats tonight, an infield single to third in the first, and a base hit to right in the fourth. Here's the 0-1. There goes Cleary Jr. Pitch taken outside a ball. The throw down to second, not nearly in time, and Delta Cleary Jr. has his first stolen base of the season. Second of the year for Long Island. And now that you got a runner in scoring position with nobody out, and they're 3-4 hitters, Ford and Burrows at the plate. So it'll be a 1-ball, 1-strike pitch coming up. Cleary Jr. with excellent speed at second base. Outman gets the sign. Looks to second, fires to the plate. Ford swings and misses. Late on the fastball at the knees on the outside corner. Big strike for Outman. And it's 1-2. Ford with his 2 hits tonight now, 7 for 19 on the year. Again, got off to a little slow start on opening night, but really has done well since. Here's the 1-2. And Ford swings, lets a fly ball in the air to right. Fairly shallow. On the run in is Anthony Hewitt. He gets to the spot, makes the catch. So Ford, with the pop out to shallow right, cannot get Cleary Jr. over to third with less than 2 outs. And Cleary Jr. remains at second with 1 away now, and that'll bring Burrows to the plate. So Ford heads back to the third base dugout, now 2 for 3 in the game. And with the 1 away up to the plate steps Burrows, who has driven in the only run of the night for Long Island, a 2-out run-scoring single up the middle in the first inning. Lefty-lefty matchup here with Outman, who gets the sign from his catcher Skelton. And the first pitch is a fastball at the knees for a strike. Outer half of the plate in the count, 0-1. Burrows hit the ball well his last time up out to deep left field in the corner, but it was caught by Golson on the warning track. Now the 0-1. Kicking the pitch on the way. Burrows, a swing and a miss. Chased the pitch down and in. And he's now behind it, 0-2. Big point in the game for the lefty Outman with how tightly this game has been played. After allowing the leadoff walk in the stolen base, does not want to allow that run, and he's gotten Ford out, now ahead 0-2 on Burrows. Here's the pitch on the way. Burrows, a swing and a line drive and a right. Hewitt started in, and he's able to make the catch. Another well-struck ball by Burrows, but too low to get over the head of Hewitt and too high to land on the ground in front of him. And so the line drive out, now 2 away, and now it will take a hit for the Ducks to try and get that run across in the inning. And it will be Blake T. Cody to the plate, 0 for 2 on the night with a pop out to short and a strikeout swinging, that was in the fourth. Still only 3 hits in the game for Long Island. First pitch on the way here. T. Cody way out in front, fouls it off. On the count, 0-1. Ducks last night were held to just 1 hit and 1 walk through the first 5 innings against Kyle Simon. So New Britain starters have done a terrific job against the Ducks offense in this series. But the Ducks were able to knock around Colin Mowerly yesterday for 4 runs en route to the 5-2 win. Here comes the 0-1. Pitch on the way, and T. Cody takes up and inside for a ball. That'll even the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. T. Cody now 5 of 23 on the year with the 0 for 2 start to tonight's game. Cleary Jr. takes his lead at second. Here comes a 1-1 in this lefty-lefty matchup. T. Cody, a check swing foul ball that goes back to the screen behind the plate. Now the count now 1-2, and all of a sudden Outman one strike away from getting out of this jam in the top of the 6th inning. Cleary Jr. walked to open the inning. He stole second with Ford at the plate. Both Ford and Burrows have flown out to right field. And the 1-2 is a fastball that just missed the outside corner. Good pitch from Outman. He was just a little bit outside. 83 pitches now for the left-hander. We'll see if this is his last inning or if he will come back out for the 7th. Do not see any action right now in the Bees bullpen, but it's hard to see from here. The 2-2 is down in the dirt. Blocked nicely by Skelton to prevent the runner at second, Cleary Jr., from making his way to third. So it'll now be a 3-2 pitch with 2 outs, though Cleary Jr. won't be going. Not a force here with no runner at first base. And if T. Cody reaches, Dan Lyons would be next. Payoff pitch coming from Outman to T. Cody. It's on the way, and T. Cody takes upstairs, ball 4. So a 2-out walk to Blake T. Cody, second walk of the inning issued by the left-hander. It's another Municipal Credit Union walk with a purpose. Every time a Ducks batter walks, the Quackerjack Foundation wins. And with that walk, Jason Blanton, the pitching coach for the Bees, comes out of the dugout. And he's going to have a conversation with Outman on the mound, as well as his catcher, James Skelton. So the Ducks with 2 on base in this inning by way of the walk. Still just 3 hits in the game. But a leadoff walk to Delta Cleary Jr. and now a 2-out walk to Blake T. Cody have given the Ducks an opportunity to break the 1-1 tie. And so Dan Lyons, who's 0 for 2 in this game with a fly out to center and a strikeout swinging, will come up to the plate with a chance to pick up at least his 5th run batted in of the year. So Lyons will dig in. He had 2 RBIs last night on a 2-run double down the third baseline in the 6th inning. Jovan Rosa playing close to the line at third. And the first pitch to Lyons is off the outside corner from Outman for ball 1. And the left-hander now at 86 pitches in the game. He went 5 innings in his first start, trying to get through 6 here tonight. Going to be a 1-0 on the way. Outman set at the belt, kicks and fires, and Lyons takes a fastball that is on the outside corner, knee-high for a strike. And that'll even things up at 1-1. Both of these teams 1-4 to start this season. And Long Island winning the first ever meeting between the clubs last night by a 5-2 margin. Cleary Jr. takes his lead at second. Blake T. Cody the lead at first. Griffin playing behind the runner, the 1-1, and Lyons takes down to the dirt. Good scoop out of the dirt on the backhand by Skelton. So Lyons now ahead in the count at 2-1 strike. Again, we're blocked by the carousel and the rock climbing wall down the right field line from seeing the Bees bullpen, so cannot tell if anybody is indeed warming. The 2-1 strike pitch. The kick and the offering. Lyons takes way up and out of the zone. Ball 3. Another walk would load the bases up for Cody Puckett, who waits in the on-deck circle. He's hit the ball hard twice tonight, though both have been for outs. Good hitters count here for Dan Lyons. You know, Outman doesn't want to load the bases, so Lyons will be looking to swing away here at 3-1. Cleary Jr. leads at second and Blake T. Cody at first. Here comes the 3-1, and Lyons takes, and it's in for a strike. So at the 3-1 count, Dan Lyons getting the sign to take, and he ends up taking the pitch for a strike. So now the count full. That means the runners will go with a 3-2 count and 2 men out. So that'll give Cleary Jr. and T. Cody the head start. Outman looks in for the sign from Skelton, gets the pitch he likes. Payoff pitch on the way. The runners go, and Lyons swings and misses for strike 3. So Josh Outman is able to avoid surrendering a run and giving the Ducks the lead. He picks up his 5th strikeout of the night and ends the threat for the Ducks in the 6th. No runs, no hits, a couple of walks, and the Ducks leave 2. We have played 5 1/2, still tied up, 1 apiece.
Hey fans, this is catcher Mike Dowd, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
James Simmons is going back. He is looking up, and on the Park Night, that one is gone and reaches a kennel in Central Islip.
That was another home run for the Ducks. And Duck fans, what's more fun than a home run that helps the Ducks win a game? How about a homer that helps the community win? Chappie's Funeral Home and the Long Island Ducks have once again teamed up for the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 homers this season, Chappie's Funeral Home will donate $5,000 to the Quackerjack Foundation. So every time a Ducks hitter goes deep this season, watch for the Chappie's Challenge home run count on the scoreboard. And if we reach 100, we're all a winner. Chappie's Funeral Home, where caring for others is a family tradition.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
So the Ducks get a couple of walks in the top of the 6th inning, but a Dan Lyons strikeout on a 3-2 pitch ends the top of the 6th, and the score remains tied up at 1 apiece. John Brownell back to the mound for his 6th inning of work, and Outman, who threw his 91st pitch for strike 3. We'll see if he comes back out for the 7th. I think he would probably be done tonight. And he has pitched another strong start for him. And we'll see if the Bees can get him any offense here to try and put him in a position to win. Here's Anthony Hewitt to lead off against Brownell. And the first pitch on the way is a breaking ball that drops in for a called strike. The count 0-1. Hewitt a home run to left center back in the 2nd inning, his 2nd of the year. Tied up the ball game at 1. We've been even since. And the 0-1 is a breaking ball strike, this time on the inside corner. And Brownell ahead at 0-2. Strikeout in the 3rd for Hewitt. Just ran 2 runners on base. Here's the 0-2. Breaking ball this time is down in the dirt, and Hewitt would not chase. It'll be Hewitt, Griffin, and Skelton in this 6th inning. Righty, lefty. The 1-ball, 2-strike pitch on the way is a breaking ball that misses just a little low. Hewitt thought about going, but he was able to hold up. Now the count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ducks infield straight away. Brownell gets the sign from Dowd. Kicks and fires the 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Got him on the off-speed pitch. Change up outside corner. 5th strikeout of the night for Brownell. Both starters have struck out 5 this evening. And there's the first out here in the bottom of the 6th. That'll bring John Griffin up to the plate. Griffin batting from the right side. He's 0 for 2 tonight with a ground out and a strikeout. First pitch on the way, and he swings and misses, chasing a high fastball. And the count 0-1. Griffin, a former Duck from a year ago, showcased a ton of power, but also struck out quite a bit, 119 strikeouts last year, before breaking his hand and having to miss the rest of the season in August. Takes another strike, and the count quickly 0-2. Brownell out of the windup, kicks and fires the 0-2. Griffin, a swing and a miss, strike 3. 6 Ks for Brownell tonight, tying the most by a Ducks pitcher here in the early going. That was Brownell's 83rd pitch of the night, and quickly 2 away in the bottom of inning number 6. I'll leave it up to James Skelton, who is 1 for 1. A double and a walk in his 2 trips to the plate tonight. First offering. Lifted in the air down the left field line, foul. Puckett and Cleary Jr. give it a look. This will be out of play and into the picnic area. So the count 0-1. Skelton, a former member of the Somerset Patriots, now here with the Bees this season. And the 0-1 is a check swing and a breaking ball down and in. He did not go around. Skelton, a native of California. This is his 5th season in the Atlantic League. The 1-1. That breaking ball on the outside corner, another called strike. And the count goes to 1-2. Skelton has also played with the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs and the Lancaster Barnstormers in his Atlantic League career. Here hits the breaking ball on the ground through the right side for a base hit. So there's the first Bees hit since the one-out single last inning by infield single by Greg Golson. The Bees' first hit to the outfield since the double in the 3rd by Kevin Rivers. Overall, it's their 5th hit of the night. And with 2 down, that will bring up Jonathan Roof, the second baseman. Roof will bat from the right side. Tonight he's 0 for 1 with a walk and a fly out to center. First pitch coming from Brownell. Kicks and fires. And Roof will take a fastball strike. Count 0-1. Skelton has not stolen a base this year, but I'm sure Brownell will be keeping an eye over there. You don't want the go-ahead run to get into scoring position with 2 down here in the bottom of the 6th. Throw over to first, and Skelton is back safely. Righty-righty matchup with Roof, who hit a double last night in the 9th inning to try and help bring the Bees back, but that was the last hit for New Britain. Here, a line drive to right center field. On the run, Lentini will have to play it on a hop. It's a base hit. Lentini almost slipped, but he fires it in. So back-to-back 2-out singles for the Bees. Skelton and Roof single to right. New Britain threatening with 2 down here in the bottom of the 6th. Now Steve Carrillo, the 9-hitter and shortstop, will come up to home plate to try and put New Britain in front. They've had a runner at second base in each of the last 2 innings and 4 times in the last 5 innings and have not scored to this point. Ducks have some action going in their bullpen down the left field line. First pitch to Carrillo, breaking ball, strike 1 at the knees over the inside corner, nicely thrown by the right-hander. Carrillo is grounded to first and grounded into a force out at second in his 2 trips to the plate tonight. Brownell comes set. And the 0-1. Breaking ball down and away. Good block at the plate by Dowd. And that'll even up the count at 1-1. That was the 91st pitch of the night for Brownell. Outman was at 91 before this inning. So again, thinking this will likely be the last inning for both starting pitchers. And both have pitched very well to this point. The 1-1 to Carrillo. Kicks and fires, and this is fouled over the screen, back behind the plate, off to our right, out of play. And on the count at 1-2, and Brownell 1 strike away from working out of this 2-out jam in the 6th. Struck out the first 2 hitters, Hewitt and Griffin. And now both Skelton and Roof have picked up 2-out singles. And now it'll be a 1-2 pitch on the way to the shortstop, Carrillo. Time called. Carrillo, also a California native, 5 independent baseball seasons, was with Florence last year. Here's the 1-2, ground ball to third. Cody Puckett is there. He will take it to the bag himself, and Brownell works into and out of trouble in the bottom of the 6th. No runs, 2 hits. The Bees leave 2 more. They have left 8 on base in this game. We head to the 7th, still tied up at 1 apiece.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Jack Snodgrass, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Long Island's Ford Giant is bigger and better than ever. Sayville Ford celebrating the grand opening of their new state-of-the-art showroom featuring enclosed service drives, luxurious customer lounge, and a larger selection to choose from. Get giant savings on hundreds of new and used vehicles in stock. Sayville Ford's grand opening celebration is going on now. Visit SayvilleFord.com or download the Sayville Ford app today to learn more about Sayville Ford's grand opening savings. Call 631-589-4800 today.
Have your birthday at the ballpark this season and celebrate with the flock. Kona Ice birthday party packages with the Long Island Ducks are now available. Each package includes 10 box seats, a commemorative birthday t-shirt and autographed baseball, a pizza and Kona ice party in the Hebrew National Picnic area, and so much more. Best of all, the birthday child will stand on the dugout while the entire crowd sings happy birthday. Reserve your party today by calling the group sales department at 631-940-3825. Kona Ice birthday parties with the Long Island Ducks, a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Ducks fans, don't forget to stop by the Waddle Lynch shop on your next visit to Bethpage Ballpark, where exclusive, hard-to-find Ducks memorabilia is now on sale. Proceeds benefit the Quacker Jack Foundation, the charitable arm of the Long Island Ducks. While John Brownell finds a way yet again, he allows a pair of two-out base runners on in the sixth on singles from Skelton and Roof, but he finds a way to get Carrillo to hit into the force out at third, and keeps this game tied up at 1-6 strong innings tonight for Brownell. And same thing for Outman, who will now depart for New Britain after 6 very good innings tonight against the Ducks. And it will be up to the bullpens yet again here tonight. And for New Britain, they call on the right-hander Grady Wood. And he will come on to face the bottom 3 in the Ducks order: Cody Puckett, followed by Mike Dowd and Matt Wessinger. So Grady Wood will step into the ballgame. We'll get you the final line on Outman, who is terrific tonight. And here is Wood to face Cody Puckett. First pitch to Puckett is a little bit up and outside for a ball 1-0. Puckett in this game 0 for 2. He's hit the ball hard twice, once to center, once to left, and both times has been robbed of hits. One by Jones, one by Golson. And here he takes a breaking ball up and inside again. And it's 2-0. For Wood, this is his second appearance of the year. His first outing was 2 scoreless innings, did not allow a hit, walked 1, and struck out 2. 2-0. There's a strike on the outside corner. It's 2-1. Wood, a 6'2", 195-pound right-hander out of Portland, Oregon. 25 years old. The 2-1. Puckett grounds one foul, third base side into the Ducks dugout. And that will even up the count at 2-2. So the Ducks trying to get the leadoff man on for a second inning in a row. Cleary Jr. walked to start the 6th. And here Puckett hits a fly ball in the air to right. Hewitt, a couple steps in, will make the catch. Third fly out of the night for Cody Puckett. And there is the first out of the 7th. For Outman tonight, he goes 6 innings, gives up just 3 hits and 1 run. It was earned on the first inning RBI single by Burrows. He walked 2 and struck out 5 while throwing 1 wild pitch. So he'll get a no decision tonight, keeps his record at 0-1. Here is the catcher Mike Dowd to the plate from the right side. And the first pitch from Wood is a fastball strike down the middle, 0-1. Dowd is 0 for 2, and in fact the bottom 5 in the order in this game are combined 0 for 12. As here a swing and a miss by Dowd way out in front. And the count quickly 0-2. Only man who has reached T. Cody on a walk, although Wessinger did reach on an error. And the 0-2 swing and a miss by Dowd. Strike 3, a slider way low and outside. Dowd chased. First strikeout for Wood, the 6th for Bees pitching. And there are 2 away here in the top of the 7th. Ducks have action going in their bullpen down the left field line, so it looks as they will bring in a new pitcher, and that Brownell's night is done. Here's Matt Wessinger to the plate. First pitch is a breaking ball, strike on the outside corner, 0-1. Wessinger reached on the error by shortstop Steve Carrillo back in the 5th inning. Struck out in the 3rd. Now the 0-1. He swings and misses. Looks like a changeup up and in. The count 0-2. And Wood 1 strike away from a very quick 1-2-3 inning here in the top of the 7th. Looks in for the sign from Skelton, and now time called. Wessinger was not ready Looks like he might have gotten something in his eye near home plate, but now seems to be okay. Here comes the 0-2. And Wessinger, a half swing at a breaking ball down and away. The first base umpire says he went around, strike 3. Second strikeout of the inning for Wood, and the Ducks go in order in the top of the 7th. Time to stretch here at New Britain Stadium. Ducks and the Bees still tied up at 1 apiece.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Nick Struck, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Hey, Ducks fans, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks is the Upsky Long Island Hotel in Hauppauge. It's centrally located on the north shore of Long Island and offers a home away from home for both business and leisure guests. The Upsky Long Island Hotel features an indoor pool, 24-hour business center, a fitness center, and complimentary Wi-Fi in all guest rooms. Enjoy the contemporary American cuisine at the Fountain Grill restaurant or grab a quick bite to eat at Cafe Pronto. Best of all, it's only minutes from Bethpage Ballpark. The Upsky Long Island Hotel, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks. Call 231-1100 today. That's 631-231-1100.
Family fun every time.
Beautiful evening for baseball.
Big action every time.
He reaches up, it's gone!
Great value every time.
And the Ducks have won it 7-1.
The Ducks schedule is loaded with new promotions this season, and with an average ticket price of just $10 and free parking, there is no better value on Long Island. For game times and tickets, visit liducks.com. Long Island Ducks Baseball. Good times every time.
We head to the bottom of the 7th here at New Britain Stadium on a chilly, chilly night this Tuesday evening, and the offense is certainly feeling the chill tonight as they have combined for just 2 runs on 9 hits over the first 6.5 innings. We remain even at 1. John Brownell's night is over after 6 superb innings, and he gives way to the right-hander Dan Blewett, who will come on and pitch in inning number 7, and they'll face the top 3 in the New Britain Bees order. It will be John Jones, Greg Golson, and Kevin Rivers coming to the plate. Michael Pollack here with you. Thank you so much for joining us on your Tuesday night. We appreciate you tuning in to the broadcast as the Ducks look to make it 2 wins in a row and guarantee themselves their first series victory of the year, and put themselves in a position to go for the sweep tomorrow against this Bees team tomorrow morning at 10:35 start. Join us for breakfast with the Ducks, 10:20 pregame show. And the first pitch at 10:35 from New Britain Stadium. It'll be a pair of left-handers on the mound tomorrow. Darren Downs for Long Island. And on the other side, it'll be Nick Greenwood for New Britain. So it'll be John Jones to the plate to lead off against Dan Blewett, the right-hander for Long Island, who has gotten up to a strong start this season on the mound in his first year with the Ducks. First pitch on the way is a fastball downstairs, ball 1. Blewett actually came to the Ducks in an off-season trade. His rights were traded to Long Island from New Britain after spending the last 2 seasons with the Camden River Sharks. 1-0. And Jones takes a fastball, this time on the outside corner for strike 1. Blewett was traded for first baseman John Griffin. And so far, Blewett has looked like an all-star out of the bullpen. Be a 1-1, kicking the pitch, just off the outside edge for ball 2. Blewett has thrown in 3 games thus far. 2 1/3 scoreless innings. He has also not allowed a hit. Just walked 1 batter and struck out 3. There was a scoreless inning here last night with a strikeout. 2-1. On the ground, a second. Matt Wessinger is there, and his throw to first is in time. Jones retired and is now 0 for 4 on the night with 3 groundouts. So 1 away, and that will leave it up to Greg Golson, the left fielder, who picked up his first hit of the year in the 5th when he reached on an infield single to short that Lions almost caught him on. Made a terrific diving stop on the ground ball at the middle And his throw to first was just a hair late, so Golson is now 1 of 16 on the season. First pitch from Blewett, and Golson pops it up foul down the right field line out of play. Into the bleachers seating down the right field line, and the count 0-1. Almost the entire seating bowl here is regular dark green stadium-style seats. The entire field box section, the front part of the seating bowl, those stadium seats with the bottoms that go up and down depending on whether you're sitting in them. The 0-1 is up and inside for a ball, and even the count at 1-1. The upper level of the seating bowl is more fixed-style green seats where the bottoms stay down the entire time. And down the left and right field lines on that upper bowl are bleacher seatings with backs. 1-1. Fastball, strike outside corner, nicely thrown by Blewett. He's got hard stuff, and he has looked very good in the early going for Long Island ahead of Golson, now 1-2. Getting the sign is Blewett. And the 1-2 on the way is a breaking ball down low. Able to hold up was Golson on the swing, even the count at 2-2. I mentioned that Blewett was an all-star last year for Camden, Had a 1-5 record, but he had a 1.80 ERA in 50 games out of the bullpen, including 1 save. Struck out 59 batters while walking only 12 in 50 innings. The 2-2 on the ground to second again. Wessinger is right there to field on a couple hops, and his throw to first in time for the out. So Golson retired and is now 1 of 4 on the night. 2 groundouts to second. And with 2 away, that will leave it up to the DH, Kevin Rivers. A cool night here at New Britain Stadium. The Ducks with just 3 hits in the ballgame, the Bees with 6, and they have stranded 8 runners on base. First pitch, swing and a miss by Rivers. Final line tonight for John Brownell. He goes 6 innings and gives up 6 hits, but only 1 run on the home run by Hewitt. Brownell walked 3 batters in the game and struck out 6. Foul ball back here by Rivers, and he's now behind with a count of 0-2. And again, New Britain had some opportunities against them, but they left 2 on base in each of the 2nd, the 3rd, and 6th innings. And 1 on in the 4th and the 5th. So all 8 of their runners that they have left on base have come in the last 5 innings. Blewett trying to retire the side in order for the first time since Brownell did it back in the bottom of the 1st. Here comes an 0-2 pitch. Kicks and fires, and Rivers will take a fastball up high. Up by the letters, the count goes to 1-2. Cody Puckett, the third baseman, playing way off the bag at third. Almost in the shortstop position, while Lyons shaded up the middle near second. Now the 1-2. Blewett deals, and Rivers hits a line drive to first. Caught on the short hop on the backhand by Burrows. He'll take it to the bag himself from the side, retired in the bottom of the 7th. So just like the Ducks in the top of the inning, the Bees go in order in the bottom of the 7th. Continuing to exchange zeros as we head to the 8th. Ducks 1 and the Bees 1.
Hey fans, this is outfielder Anthony Vega, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Few places on earth offer the charm and excitement of Fire Island. At Fire Island Ferries, located conveniently at 99 Maple Avenue in Bay Shore, they offer convenient travel to Fire Island 7 days a week. Fire Island is quickly becoming a top destination for families of all ages. Experience the informal, carefree communities, the dazzling night scene, enjoy fine dining, or climb to the top of one of the tallest lighthouses in the United States. But there's only one way to get there, by calling Fire Island Ferries at 631-665-3600 today. For fare and scheduling information, please visit fireislandferries.com.
Hey Ducks fans, stay up to date with Long Island's hometown team by visiting Quack of the Bat, the official blog of the Long Island Ducks. Quack of the Bat will bring Ducks fans beyond the headlines with in-depth feature articles, breaking news stories, game previews, post-game wrap-ups, and so much more. Interact with the team during the entire season through quotes directly from the players and coaches, as well as exclusive video clips and photos. Check out the blog today at quackofthebat.wordpress.com. Quack of the Bat, the official blog of the Long Island Ducks. Well, we move to the 8th inning with the Ducks and the Bees still tied up at 1 apiece. It'll be the top of the Ducks order coming to the plate. Staying in for New Britain is Grady Wood, the right-hander, who retired the bottom 3 in order, 2 by strikeout. So we go to the 8th inning, and Lantini will be followed by Cleary Jr. and Ford as the Ducks try and break this 1-1 tie. Long Island has left 5 on base in this game. And the first pitch is a breaking ball strike. Bell tie over the outside corner to Lantini, who again is in danger of losing his hitting streak. He's hit safely in the first 5 games of the year, but tonight 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. The 0-1, and he takes another fastball strike over the outside corner. And it's quickly 0-2. Lantini now 9 of 24 on the season. And Woods 0-2 is swung and fouled over the screen back behind the plate. Wood, a former 10th round pick of the Seattle Mariners in 2012. Last year was with the Bakersfield Blaze and the Jackson Generals, so he was teammates last year with Mike Dowd, the catcher for the Ducks. The 0-2, swing and a miss by Lantini, strike 3. He chased the slider way low and outside. The Ducks now have struck out 8 times in this game. And Wood has struck out the last 3 hitters. Lantini not happy with himself as he headed back into the dugout there, just throwing the bat into the dugout as he got in. He was clearly not happy as he's gone 0 for 4 tonight with 2 strikeouts and 2 groundouts. Here's Delta Cleary Jr. to the plate with 1 down and the base is empty. First pitch on the way, and he'll take a breaking ball on the outside corner for strike 1. Cleary Jr. drew a walk to start the 6th inning, stole second. The Ducks had the go-ahead run in scoring position with nobody out, but they could not plate him as the 0-1 is on the outside corner. Another called strike. Wood just throwing strike after strike here. He's ahead 0-2. Ford and Burrows both flew out to right. T. Cody drew a walk, and then Lyons struck out swinging to end that threat against Josh Outman. The 0-2 here, Cleary Jr. takes a breaking ball, strike 3. Make it 4 straight strikeouts now for Wood. He's just pounding the ball in the strike zone, and the Ducks just don't seem to have an answer, whether swinging and missing or looking and missing. So it's 2 away, base is empty, and that will leave it up to Lou Ford. The Ducks offense struggling here tonight against the Bees pitching staff. First offering on the way to Ford, and he'll take a fastball strike over the outside corner, 0-1. Meanwhile, though, John Brownell and Dan Blewett have matched the Bees pitch for pitch and have been able to keep the Bees off the scoreboard since the 2nd inning. And the 0-1, that's taken up and inside, another called strike, and Ford quickly behind it, 0-2. Wood, to this point, has thrown 20 pitches, 18 of them have been for strikes. And now his 0-2, kicks and fires, and Ford takes inside. And there's a rare ball from the right-hander. Wood has struck out 237 batters in 271 innings of his career entering this season. The 1-2 to Ford, swinging a chopper towards the third base side of the mound. Wood off the rubber fields. He throws to first, and it is just in time to get Ford. And a second straight 1-2-3 inning for Grady Wood as the Ducks top of the order goes down 1-2-3. On to the bottom of the 8th inning. Ducks 1 and the Bees 1.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Dan Blewett, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Oh, I love it. The color of my new Nicolat patio is so vibrant. It's unlike anything I've ever seen.
You're welcome. I'm just going to go finish that Nicolak walkway now.
Make your pavers vivid Nicolak pavers. The best looking, most vibrant pavers with the most 3-color blends in the industry. Featuring Nicolak's exclusive paver shield and color blending technology. With color throughout and guaranteed not to fade. Live life in color with Nicolak. Visit Nicolak.com.
Bethpage Ballpark is a great place to watch a ball game, so why not do so from some of the best seats in the house? the Ducks are proud to present the brand new Long Island Ducks Beer Garden. Open for all fans on nights when the Smokin' Owls party deck has not been reserved, the Beer Garden will feature a variety of frosty draft and bottled brews, as well as several food choices. The area has been decked out with bar rail seating and Ducks-branded furniture to provide a comfortable atmosphere for everyone. Be sure to stop by and check out the brand new Long Island Ducks Beer Garden on your next visit to the ballpark. Which side is going to crack the scoreboard first? To this point, we just simply don't know. It's been a terrific pitcher's duel tonight. Now, the Ducks have a run on 3 hits and no errors through the first 8 innings that they have come up to the plate. The Bees, through the first 7 innings of their offense, a run on 6 hits, and they have committed 1 error defensively. We've been tied since the bottom of the second when Anthony Hewitt hit a 1-out solo home run to left center. As we go to the bottom of the 8th, Kevin Baez will call on Amalio Diaz for a second straight night. As Diaz pitched in last night's game, ran into a little bit of trouble in the 8th inning, ultimately was able to get a ground out from John Griffin with the bases loaded and Griffin representing the tying run. So Kevin Baez calling on both Dan Blewett and Amalio Diaz for a second straight game, which means with the day game tomorrow to close out the series, I think they will both likely be unavailable. So Diaz done with his warm-up tosses, and he'll face 4, 5, and 6 in the order for New Britain. It'll be Rosa, Hewitt, and Griffin, all 3 right-handers. And Diaz will try and send this game to the 9th inning, still tied up 1-1. So here is Rosa to the plate. He was 0 for 2 with a walk tonight in his 3 trips to the batter's box. Rosa will dig in as Diaz looks in for the sign from Dowd. And the first pitch on the way from the right-hander is a fastball line in the air to right field towards the line. Long run over for Phelan Lentini. He's not going to get it. It lands in for a base hit. And Jovan Rosa off the end of the bat is able to dunk a single down the right field line. And New Britain getting the leadoff man on for the first time in this game. They have not had the leadoff man on at any point up until now. And we'll see how Stan Cliburn and the Bees play this, especially with the score tied at 1 in the 8th inning. Anthony Hewitt coming to the plate. He has driven in the only run of the game with that solo home run to left center back in the 2nd inning. Since then, though, he has struck out twice. We'll see if he tries to lay down the bunt here to move the go-ahead run into scoring position. Here's Hewitt to the plate. Puck it in on the grass at third. First pitch from Diaz. Hewitt does not square, and he ends up taking a fastball low and outside for ball 1. Hewitt's solo home run, the 2nd of the season for New Britain. He had the other, hitting that one on Sunday. The 1-0 upcoming. Rosa takes his lead at first. Pitch on the way from Diaz, and Hewitt takes again low and outside. Diaz now behind it, 2 balls and no strikes. Diaz in yesterday's game threw 1 inning and gave up 2 hits and 1 run as well as a walk. He threw 26 pitches in that game, 16 for strikes. Back out here again tonight. I'm behind 2-0 on Hewitt. Here comes the 2-0. Hewitt takes all the way, and the fastball is a called strike on the inside corner. The count 2-1. Good pitch there from Diaz. Didn't give him a straight fastball down the middle. Was able to hit the inside corner with it. Ducks pitchers have struck out 6 in this game, all by Brownell. The 2-1 on the way as Rosa leads from first. Hewitt fouls this one off down the right field line, out of play. And now the count 2-2. And I said this yesterday, Diaz in the game looked like he was getting a lot of success with his breaking ball, getting some swings and misses and good pitches that were taken for strikes. But with 2 strikes, he was having a lot of trouble yesterday, especially with the fastball. We'll see what he does here with a 2-2 count. Rosa leads at first. Diaz set at the belt. Kicks and fires, and the 2-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3. He went with the high fastball. So a big strikeout there for Diaz as he was able to get that one up and in tight. Hewitt swings through it for his 3rd strikeout of the night. And with a 1 out, that will bring up John Griffin to the plate. Diaz, a returner to the Ducks from a year ago where he tied teammate Patrick Kreider for the most appearances in the Atlantic League with 60. First pitch upcoming to the righty swinging Griffin, who is 0 for 3 on the evening. And the first pitch is a breaking ball on the outside corner, strike one. Griffin looked like he was expecting fastball and got the off-speed pitch. Griffin has struck out his last 2 times to the plate in the 4th and the 6th and bounced to third back in the 2nd. The wind blowing in here from New Britain Stadium, the 0-1. And Griffin hits a high fly ball in the air towards second. Shortstop Dan Lyons around the second base bag will make the catch in front of it and off to the first base side. So Griffin is 0 for 4. 2 men out here in the 8th after the leadoff single by Rosa. And that will leave it up to the catcher, James Skelton, who has had himself a good ball game. And so a big batter here for Diaz, as Skelton has been on base all 3 times with a double, a walk, and a single. Diaz set at the belt. First pitch. Skelton swings, lines one into left center field. On the run, Delta Cleary Jr. in front of the scoreboard. He will make the catch. And James Skelton retired as Amalio Diaz works around the 1-out single. The leadoff single, excuse me. No runs, 1 hit, 1 more left for the Bees. And we head to the 9th in a great pitcher's duel at New Britain Stadium. Ducks and the Bees all square at 1 apiece.
Hey fans, this is right-handed pitcher Frank DiGiulio, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Municipal Credit Union is a proud sponsor of the Long Island Ducks. For 100 years, MCU has helped New Yorkers achieve their goals with competitive financial products and services. Meet your important or unexpected needs with an MCU personal loan. Whether it's the cost of moving, a family vacation, or even home repairs, an MCU personal loan is a simple solution. To learn more about how an MCU personal loan can work for you, visit nymcu.org today. MCU, celebrating 100 years of service.
M&V Limousines is the official bus company of the Long Island Ducks. Family owned and operated, they've been in the business for over 23 years. M&V Limousines offers coach buses with Wi-Fi and restrooms, party buses, exotic limousines, and so much more. Whether you're looking for transportation for weddings, proms, corporate outings, or long-distance trips, they've got the right vehicle for you. Visit their showroom in Comac or check them out online at mvlimo.com. M&V Limousines, the official bus company of the Long Island Ducks.
Ducks fans, do you want frequent updates on team transactions, scores, store specials, and the status of upcoming games? Well, then follow the Long Island Ducks on Twitter at twitter.com/LIDucks. With Twitter, the faithful flock will be able to follow their Ducks and find out more information regarding nightly promotions, player signings, league activities, and so much more. The Ducks are tweeting right now, and you can follow along at twitter.com/LIDucks. 1-1 game as we go to the 9th inning. Ducks scoring their lone run all the way back in the 1st inning. The Bees scoring their lone run all the way back in the 2nd. And as we head to the 9th, the Bees have called on their closer, right-hander Craig Stem to the mound. Stem, who stands in at 6'5", will take over for Grady Wood, who was absolutely superb in his 2 innings of relief of Josh Outman. Faced 6 batters, retired all 6, and struck out 4 of them, all in succession between the 7th and the 8th. And so we head to the 9th. The Ducks will have 4, 5, and 6 in their order. Burrows, T. Cody, and Lyons coming to the plate against the right-hander Stem, who makes his 2nd appearance of the season here in the first save in Bees history here this past Friday night, and the Bees' lone win of 2016 thus far. So here is Burrows from the left side. First pitch from Stem, and Burrows will take a fastball right down the chute for strike 1. In that outing, Stem allowed 2 hits and a walk, but struck out 1. And he was able to pick up the save to give the Bees their first win as a franchise. The 0-1 Burrows will take as this one misses downstairs for a ball. That'll even things up at 1-1. Burrows tonight 1 of 3, but has driven in the only Ducks run, that RBI single to center with 2 outs in the 1st. The 1-1. And he takes the breaking ball low and inside for ball 2 from Stem. So Burrows ahead in the count at 2-1. Stem comes set, kicks and fires. Burrows takes again a fastball. This one just caught the outside corner. Burrows did not agree. Thought that was too far outside. Evening up the count at 2-2. Another lefty waits on deck, Blake T. Cody. From the stretch, the 2-2. Burrows swings, slashes this one foul. Third base side to the screen. So we will do it once again. Stem, as we mentioned, 6'5", 215 pounds, out of Hermitage, Tennessee. He is 26 years old. 2-2 pitch from Stem to Burrows. Kicks and fires, and Burrows will swing and ground it to the right side. Griffin diving stop at first base. Off balance throw to first in time. Stem covering. Nice play by Griffin, and then Stem to get over there, and Burrows retired for the first out here in the ninth inning. Ducks have not had a hit since all the way back in the fourth inning when Lou Ford led off the inning with a single. Next three were retired in order when that happened, and then in the sixth, a leadoff walk and a stolen base. Ducks had a runner at second, nobody out, but could not score that inning. Here is Blake T. Cody, who was 0 for 2 with a walk. And the first pitch to him, swung on and hit in the air to right. Fairly well hit, but playable for Hewitt as he tracks back and makes the catch. T. Cody retired on one pitch. He is now 0 for 3. 2 quick outs, and the Ducks still having trouble generating offense here tonight. Neither side really has generated much, but the Bees have certainly had their fair share of rallies and opportunities with multiple men on base. The Ducks not as much here tonight. And again, just 3 hits for Long Island. So here's Dan Lyons, who's 0 for 3 with 2 down and the bases empty. First pitch on the way. Lyons squares to bunt. He pulls back and takes low and outside for ball 1. 9 straight Ducks have been retired since that T. Cody 2-out walk in the 6th. Third baseman Rosa playing in tight. Rest of the infield straight away. The 1-0. And Lyons pops one foul. First base side out of play. Now we're leaving up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Ducks have action going in their bullpen. Cannot see who it is, but in the bottom of the ninth, Bees will have the 8, 9, and 1 hitters to the plate. Roof, Carrillo, and Jones. 1-1. Fastball. That's at the knees for a called strike. The count goes to 1-2. Ducks have had 9 batters strike out in this game. Here comes the 1-2 offering. And Lyons grounds this one to short. Charging in is Carrillo. He gobbles this one up. His throw to first is in time to get Lyons by a step. And for the 3rd straight inning, since the Ducks stranded a pair in the 6th, the Ducks have gone down 1-2-3. We head to the bottom of the 9th. Bees will try and earn the first walk-off win in franchise history. We remain knotted up at 1.
Hey fans, this is Ty Coffey, right-handed pitcher, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/Ducks Baseball.
James Simmons is going back. He is looking up, and on Park in the Park Night, that one is gone and reaches a kennel in Central Islip.
That was another home run for the Ducks. And Duck fans, what's more fun than a home run that helps the Ducks win a game? How about a homer that helps the community win? Chappie's Funeral Home and the Long Island Ducks have once again teamed up for the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 homers this season, Chappie's Funeral Home will donate $5,000 to the Quackerjack Foundation. So every time a Ducks hitter goes deep this season, watch for the Chappie's Challenge home run count on the scoreboard. And if we reach 100, we're all a winner. Chappie's Funeral Home, where caring for others is a family tradition.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
Bottom half of the 9th inning, still tied up 1 apiece between the Ducks and the Bees. And Long Island calling on right-hander Nick Struck to pitch as we go to the bottom of the 9th. And he'll face the 8, 9, and 1 hitters in New Britain's order. It'll be Jonathan Roof, Steve Carrillo, and John Jones. A night in which both offenses have struggled. 2 offenses that have gotten off to slow starts here in the Atlantic League this season, the Bees especially so. But New Britain's pitching staff has also been superb to start the year. Just hasn't gotten the run support it needs. The Ducks pitching staff has been all right. But one of the pitchers out of the bullpen that has struggled a little bit is the right-hander on the mound now, Nick Struck, who has given up 4 runs and 1 run in his first two outings of the season and has taken the loss in both. So here he comes to face Jonathan Roof, and the first pitch is a breaking ball strike over the inside corner. 0-1. Struck last pitched in that extra inning game against the Patriots on Saturday night. The 0-1 is a breaking ball strike again at the knees inside corner, 0-2. And in that inning, allowed 1 hit and ended up walking 2 intentionally, 3 total in the inning, and then eventually allowed the 2-strike, 2-out game-winning single by Rob Krall, the 9-hitter, and here he strikes out Jonathan Roof swinging. 3 straight pitches and 3 straight strikes for Struck. A good start to his bottom of the 9th inning. If the Ducks are able to get out of the inning without a run, it would be their second extra inning game of the year. It would be the first extra inning game in B's history. And naturally, with the 10:35 a.m. start tomorrow, it would make sense that these two would go extra innings here tonight. First pitch upcoming to Carrillo, and he will swing and miss at a fastball from Struck, who dialed it up a notch on that one. And the count 0-1. Carrillo tonight 0 for 3. He's hit the ball on the ground all 3 times. 1 to first, 1 into a force out at second, and 1 into a force out at third. Pitch on the way, breaking ball, strike on the outside corner. 5 pitches, 5 strikes for Struck. And the count quickly 0-2. Puckett hugging the line at third base. From the stretch, Struck kicks and fires, and Carrillo will take a fastball on the outside corner, strike 3 called. Well, Nick Struck throwing with volition here tonight. He has pounded the strike zone, 6 pitches, 2 strikeouts. And with 2 down to the bases empty, back to the top of the order for center fielder John Jones. Struck last year 5-4 with a 2.10 ERA in 50 games with the Ducks. One of those was a start. He went 4 scoreless in that start. First pitch on the way to Jones. Breaking ball at 7 for 7 in strikes for Struck, who struck out 52 batters in 51 1/3 innings last year, 39 hits to 23 walks. 0-1. Breaking ball, and there's the first ball from Struck as he just missed a little bit inside. And that'll even things up at 1-1. Puckett again right along the line at third base. No doubles defense for the Ducks here in the bottom of the 9th. The 1-1. Fouled off first base side behind the plate. Up onto the roof. They count 1-2, and Struck 1 strike away from a 1-2-3 bottom of the 9th inning, forcing extra innings. Struck looks in for the sign, and out time called. This game to this point is about 2 hours and 15 minutes old. Ready to go. And now the 1-2 to Jones. Swinging a foul back to the backstop. Just caught a piece to stay alive. On the high fastball from Struck. We'll do it again at 1-2. Outfielders all straight away. Lantini the closest in right. Struck looks in for the sign from Mike Dow, the catcher, and now Jones asks for time. Jones has gone 0 for 4 in tonight's game with 3 groundouts and a fly out to center. 2 of his groundouts to short, 1 second. The 1-2. Kick and the pitch on the way is down and away on a breaking ball. That'll even up the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So Jones here trying to battle with Struck and keep the inning alive for Greg Golson, who waits in the on-deck circle. Struck set at the belt. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. A breaking ball from Struck. He gets Jones swinging. Nick Struck strikes out the side in a dominant bottom of the 9th, and we will have bonus baseball here tonight in New Britain. The first extra inning game in Bees franchise history. Ducks and the Bees tied up at 1.
Hey fans, this is outfielder Phelant Lentini, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Hey, PSEG Long Island customers. Want to learn how to save on your electric bill? Here's one way. You can save up to $100 each year by simply replacing 10 incandescent bulbs with CFL or LED bulbs. Want to save even more? Take our online home energy survey. It's free. It takes just 10 minutes to complete, and it may save you hundreds more. Find out about our energy efficiency programs at www.psegliny.com/savemoney.
Take your group out to the ball game this season and enjoy all the fun of Ducks baseball at discounted prices with the picnic area, luxury suites, the Smokin' Owls party deck, the Trout Town fan can, and so much more. Bringing your group to the game will be an unforgettable experience. The Ducks even offer opportunities to sing the national anthem, serve as the Ridgewood Savings Bank color guard, be the Nickolock Dream Team, put on a pregame performance, or shag fly balls during Ducks batting practice. To book your outing today, call 631-940-3825 and ask for the group sales department. Long Island Ducks Baseball. Good times every time.
Well, we head to the 10th on this Tuesday night. Ducks and the Bees all square at one apiece. What a pitcher's duel it's been tonight on both sides. The Ducks with 1 run, 3 hits, no errors. The Bees 1 run, 7 hits, 1 error. Nick struck with a dominant bottom of the ninth where he strikes out the side, and now the Ducks will try and take the lead here in the 10th against Craig Stem. First pitch, fastball misses outside, and the count of 1-0 on Puckett. Stem pitched in the ninth inning, retired the Ducks 1-2-3 on 2 ground outs sandwiched around a flyout. Here's the 1-0, and Puckett takes way off the outside corner for ball 2. Puckett tonight is 0 for 3 at the plate. Oh for 16 are the 5 through 9 hitters for the Ducks, and here a ground ball to first off the end of the bat. Flip to first covering, make it 0 for 17. And there's 1 out here in the top of the 10th inning. The Bees have had a terrific pitching staff to this point of the season. Again, only 6 games in, but they have done a great job on the mound. And Long Island's pitching has matched them for the most part here tonight. And the Ducks offense just cannot seem to get anything going here this evening. And now the catcher, Mike Dowd, will step up to the plate with 1 down and the base is empty. Again, no Ducks hits since the leadoff single in the 4th inning by Lou Ford. First pitch on the way, and Dowd hits a ground ball to short. Right there is Carrillo, and his throw to first in time for the out. Dowd is now 0 for 4, and with 2 away, that will leave it up to Matt Wessinger. And you just get a sense that both sides are a little uncomfortable down there on the field right now. Again, it's really hard to get the full extension you want on swings and feel as good as you want to all the way around tonight with this chilly, chilly weather. Temperatures down into the 40s. And even in the press box here, we are feeling the chill. First pitch on the way to Matt Wessinger is a fastball strike on the outside corner from Stem. They count 0-1. Stem spent 5 years in the minor leagues with the Dodgers and the Marlins organizations, originally a draft pick in 2011, 15th rounder. And here another called strike, and Matt Wessinger behind 0-2. And 1 strike away from a 4th straight 1-2-3 inning for Bees pitching. They've retired the last 12 Ducks in a row. Here's the 0-2, and Wessinger swings and grounds 1-2 second. Right there is Roof on the run. He throws to first. 3 ground outs for the Ducks, and they go quietly in the 10th. We head to the bottom of the 10th inning. Long Island and New Britain still square at 1.
Hey fans, this is outfielder and bench coach Lou Ford, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Oh, I love it. The color of my new Nickolock patio is so vibrant. It's unlike anything I've ever seen.
You're welcome. I'm just going to go finish that Nicolak walkway now.
Make your pavers vivid Nicolak pavers. The best looking, most vibrant pavers with the most 3-color blends in the industry. Featuring Nicolak's exclusive paver shield and color blending technology. With color throughout and guaranteed not to fade. Live life in color with Nicolak. Visit Nicolak.com.
Bethpage Ballpark is a great place to watch a ball game, so why not do so from some of the best seats in the house? The Ducks are proud to present the brand new Long Island Ducks Beer Garden. Open for all fans on nights when the Smokin' Owl's party deck has not been reserved, the Beer Garden will feature a variety of frosty draft and bottled brews, as well as several food choices. The area has been decked out with bar rail seating and Ducks branded furniture to provide a comfortable atmosphere for everyone. Be sure to stop by and check out the brand new Long Island Ducks Beer Garden on your next visit to the ballpark. Ducks have seen their last 13 hitters retired in order by the New Britain Bees bullpen. And as we go to the bottom of the 10th inning in the first ever extra inning game in Bees history, Kevin Baez has called on his fourth reliever of the night. It's going to be left-hander Patrick Kreider, who comes out of the pen for Long Island. Takes over for Nick Struck, who needed the outing he had here tonight after a couple of rough outings out of the bullpen to start off this season. A dominant ninth inning in which he struck out the side, 2 swinging, 1 looking. So Struck has set down the side in order. Ducks bullpen to this point with just 1 hit over 3 innings while striking out 4. The Bees bullpen to this point has not allowed a hit. 4 perfect innings between Grady Wood and Craig Stem, and they have struck out 4 combined. Stem has retired 5 of the 6 batters he has faced on groundouts. And the question is, which side is going to break through first and win this game? Both sides are 1-4 to start the year, and the Ducks looking to guarantee themselves their first series win of the season. The Bees looking to set up a rubber game tomorrow of the 3-game set. First pitch here to Greg Golson from Patrick Kreider, misses low and inside for ball 1. For Kreider, he also appeared in last night's game. Retired both batters he faced. And before giving way to Bruce Kern, the 1-0. And that missing down and in again. And Kreider quickly behind here at 2 balls and no strikes. Kevin Baez calling on the lefty Kreider with a righty, a lefty, and a righty due up. You have Golson, Rivers, and then Rosa. 2, 3, and 4 in New Britain's order. Here's his 2-0. Deals to the plate, and Golson swings and taps this one foul to the third base side of the plate. I have to think Stem is probably done. If this game goes to the 11th, New Britain will probably bring in another relief pitcher. Waiting on deck is Rivers. Kreider looks in for the sign from Dowd. He's ready. The 2-1. Golson squares to bunt, pulls back, and takes up high, ball 3. So Kreider having a little trouble finding the strike zone here against the leadoff man for the Bees, who is 1 for 4 tonight with an infield single to short, and now 1 of 17 on the season. But he has drawn 4 walks and 1 pitch away from getting on base to start off in the 11th. Here's Kreider's 3-1, and pitch is way up high, ball 4, and the Bees have the potential winning run on base. A leadoff walk to Greg Golson. He has terrific speed and already has 1 steal tonight. So Kreider's going to have to pay attention to the runner, as you don't want him to get a healthy lead and potentially move into scoring position where a hit would win the game for the Bees. So here is Kevin Rivers to the plate, 1 for 4 tonight with a double way back in the 3rd inning. Runner leads at first. Kreider looking over, deals to the plate. Rivers swings and misses, chasing the breaking ball down and away. And the count 0-1. Kreider to this point has pitched in 3 games for the Ducks. 2 2/3 scoreless and hitless innings. He has now walked 2 and struck out 1. The 0-1 bunted at, pulled back, a snap throw to first, just back safely there at first was Golson. No surprise to see something like that from Mike Dowd. He has a terrific arm. He's thrown out 44% of runners in his career, attempting to steal. And Dowd trying to catch Golson off of first there. Just missed. Count is 1-1 on Rivers. As they say, he did not bunt through that. He must have pulled back last second. Kreider looking over to first. Now deals to the plate. Rivers squares to bunt, pulls back again and takes low. And now 2 balls and 1 strike on the Bees' designated hitter. Kreider falling behind to the first 2 hitters here in the bottom half of the 10th inning. Again, as we mentioned, first extra inning game of the season for the Bees. The Ducks, their second. They fell in 10 innings to the Patriots on Saturday night. 6-5 the score there. Here's Kreider's 2-1. Pitch on the way. Bunted out by Rivers. Third base side. Puckett will barehand. His throw to first is in time. So the sacrifice is successful for Kevin Rivers. 5-3 on the putout. Golson moves to second. And now the winning run for the Bees is in scoring position with Jovan Rosa coming to the plate. Kevin Baez going to come out to the mound here, and we'll see if he makes a pitching change. I would think he probably will with a righty Hewitt coming to the plate. We might want to talk strategy first and see if they intentionally walk Rosa. They will call a righty out of the bullpen, so that will do it for Kreider. Yeah, the righties Rosa and Hewitt coming to the plate as the next 2. Hewitt has driven in the only run of the game. With first base open, we'll see if whoever comes out of the bullpen for the Ducks will intentionally walk the first batter to set up a double play. We'll take a break and come back. New pitcher coming in for Long Island with the score tied at 1 in the bottom of the 10th inning.
Hey fans, this is pitching coach Marty Jansen, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Northwell Health Southside Hospital in Bayshore is the healthcare heart of our community. We provide outstanding healthcare right here at home with centers of excellence in cardiology, orthopedics, neurosciences, women's health services, and much more. Experience counts, and Northwell Health Southside Hospital has been around for nearly a century of care. For more information, please call 631-968-3000 or visit us on the web at northwell.edu.
Family fun every time.
Beautiful evening for baseball.
Big action every time.
He reaches up, it's gone!
Great value every time.
And the Ducks have won it 7-1.
The Ducks schedule is loaded with new promotions this season, and with an average ticket price of just $10 and free parking, there is no better value on Long Island. For game times and tickets, visit liducks.com. Long Island Ducks Baseball. Good times every time.
Kevin Baez is called on right-hander Bruce Kern to the mound, who pitched in last night's game, walked 1, and then retired the last batter he faced to get out of the 6th inning yesterday. After Kreider retired the first 2 that he faced, Kern walked Jovan Rosa, who is the man that he is going to face here, before striking out Anthony Hewitt. And we'll see how the Ducks play it here. It is Hewitt who will come to the plate with the winning run at second and 1 out. So Hewitt will come up to bat. And it looks like they are indeed going to pitch to him. Dowd was asking the dugout. No, now they will allow Hewitt to go down to first base. It looked as though Dowd was getting into his crouch. Again, you don't need to throw the 4 intentional balls here with the pace of play rules. You just need to issue the intentional walk to Rosa. Not Hewitt, it was Rosa. So they intentionally walk Rosa, who will make his way down to first again. That run doesn't matter. 1 run will win it for the Bees. And now Kern will face Hewitt, who he struck out yesterday, looking for either exactly that or potentially an inning-ending double play ball. First pitch from Kern on the way. Hewitt takes a fastball a little bit low. And the count of 1-0. Hewitt has driven in the only run of the game for the Bees with a second-inning solo homer to left center. Since that point, has struck out 3 times, all swinging in the 3rd, the 6th, and the 8th. Runners lead from first and second with one out. The 1-0 from Kern. And there's a fastball strike. Snap throw to first, and it's not in time. Getting back safely, Jovan Rosa. So the count even up at 1-1. Again, Dowd trying to catch B napping off of first. Be a 1-ball, 1-strike pitch from Kern to Hewitt. Gets the sign from Dowd. Kicks and fires. Hewitt swings, taps one here to third. Puckett will field. He goes to second for one. The turn to first, not in time. Hewitt just beat it out at first. Close play. So that'll go down as a 5-4 fielder's choice. I was wondering if Puckett was going to either go to second or take it to third and then throw to first. He went to second for the force there. So Golson moves to third. Out at second is Rosa on the 5-4 force. Now the winning run 90 feet away with John Griffin coming to the plate. So Kern will have to be careful here with the runner at third. Cannot throw balls down to the dirt. Dowd, a very good defensive catcher, but you don't want anything to get past him and have the run come home on a wild pitch. So here is Griffin from the right side. Kern comes set. First pitch on the way, and Griffin will take a breaking ball. Nicely thrown in at the knees for a called strike. And the count 0-1. Griffin tonight is 0 for 4. Bounced to third in the second, struck out swinging in the fourth and the sixth, and popped to short in the eighth. Runners at the corners, 2 down, the 0-1. Griffin takes the ball down to the dirt. A terrific block there by Dowd, keeping the runners put. And it's 1-1. 1-1 game as we play in the bottom of the 10th inning. Golson started the inning off with a walk. Went to second on a sac bunt. Moved to third on the 5-4 fielder's choice hit into by Hewitt. It'll be a 1-1 from Kern to Griffin. Righty kicks and fires, and Griffin will take a fastball on the outside corner, strike 2 called. Good fastball, and Griffin took it on the outside edge. Close call, and Kern was able to get the pitch he wanted. Get the call he wanted, so it's a 1-2 count. Kern 1 strike away from sending us to the 11th. He's ready to go. And the 1-2 pitch on the way is a breaking ball. Hit on the ground towards short. Lions Fields goes to second for the force, and Bruce Kern is able to get out of trouble here in the 10th inning. So for the Bees, no runs, no hits, a couple of walks, 1 intentional. They leave 2 more on base and have left 11 for the game. We head to the 11th at New Britain Stadium, all knotted up at 1.
Hi, this is pitcher John Brownell, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Municipal Credit Union is a proud sponsor of the Long Island Ducks. For 100 years, MCU has helped New Yorkers achieve their goals with competitive financial products and services. Meet your important or unexpected needs with an MCU personal loan. Whether it's the cost of moving, a family vacation, or even home repairs, an MCU personal loan is a simple solution. To learn more about how an MCU personal loan can work for you, visit nymcu.org today. MCU, celebrating 100 years of service.
M&V Limousines is the official bus company of the Long Island Ducks. Family owned and operated, they've been in the business for over 23 years. M&V Limousines offers coach buses with Wi-Fi and restrooms, party buses, exotic limousines, and so much more. Whether you're looking for transportation for weddings, proms, corporate outings, or long-distance trips, they've got the right vehicle for you. Visit their showroom in Comac or check them out online at mvlimo.com. M&V Limousines, the official bus company of the Long Island Ducks.
Well, Bruce Kern is able to get his former teammate John Griffin to ground out into a force at second with the winning run 90 feet away. And that means we will play an 11th inning here tonight in the middle game of this 3-game set, all tied up at 1 apiece. Michael Pollack here bringing you all the action on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball. Thank you so much for tuning in. What a game it's been. as neither side has been able to get much going offensively all night long. And the Ducks in particular, who have just 3 hits in this game, have not had a base runner since the 6th and have not had a hit since the 4th. The last 13 Ducks to come to the plate have all been retired. And for Long Island, it'll be the top 3 in the order here in the 11th. Lentini, Cleary Jr., and Ford against the righty Sean Haviland, who is pitching for a second straight night. And the first pitch is a breaking ball strike over the inside corner of the count, 0-1. Lentini at the plate, getting another opportunity to try and keep his hit streak alive. He is 0 for 4 on the night. And the 0-1, swinging a foul ball back to the screen. Lentini also lost the handle on the bat. And he is now behind at 0-2. Lentini has grounded out twice and struck out twice in his 4 trips to the plate. And now we'll head to the Ducks on deck circle to try and get a little bit more grip on the handle of that bat. So the count 0-2. Haviland, the right-hander for the Bees, pitched a scoreless inning last night in the 7th. We ran into some trouble, gave up a hit to Cleary Jr., a walk to Ford before getting Burrows on a ground out to first and striking out Blake T. Cody to strand 2. So Lentini now ready to go. And Haviland will step back up onto the rubber and looking for the sign from his catcher, James Skelton. Here's the 0-2. Lentini is swinging a miss, strike 3. His 3rd strikeout of the night. And that is the 10th strikeout for Bees pitching on the evening. Lentini 0 for 5 this evening. And with 1 out, that will bring Delta Cleary Jr. up to the plate. So here is Cleary Jr., a switch hitter from the left side. He is 0 for 3 with a walk. The Ducks need to just get some base runners here. They have not been able to generate anything since the 6th inning. Cleary Jr., knowing that, trying to lay down a bunt, but he ends up pulling back and taking ball 1. He has the speed to beat 1 out, but we'll see if he ends up doing that or swinging away. Here comes the 1-0 from Haviland. Cleary Jr. does not square this time and pops one in the air to shallow left. Foul territory. The third baseman, Rosa, will make the catch near the stands. Cleary Jr. retired for the 2nd out. And boy, this Ducks offense just cannot get anybody on base to this point. 15 consecutive Ducks batters have been retired by Bees pitching. On opening night against the Patriots, the last 14 Ducks in a row were retired. And the Ducks bullpen doing a terrific job at keeping this game tied at 1. But Long Island's offense unable to give him any support. First pitch, Ford swings a ground ball right to the third baseman, Rosa. He fields and throws across in time, and for a 5th straight inning, the Ducks are retired in order. We'll go to the bottom half of the 11th inning, all tied up at 1 apiece.
Hi, this is shortstop Dan Lyons. You can follow me on Twitter at @TheDannyLyons, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Hey, PSEG Long Island customers. Want to learn how to save on your electric bill? Here's one way. You can save up to $100 each year by simply replacing 10 incandescent bulbs with CFL or LED bulbs. Want to save even more? Take our online home energy survey. It's free. It takes just 10 minutes to complete, and it may save you hundreds more. Find out about our energy efficiency programs at www.pseglyny.com/savemoney.
Have your birthday at the ballpark this season and celebrate with the flock. Kona Ice birthday party packages with the Long Island Ducks are now available. Each package includes 10 box seats, a commemorative birthday t-shirt and autographed baseball, a pizza and Kona Ice party in the Hebrew National Picnic area, and so much more. Best of all, the birthday child will stand on the dugout while the entire crowd sings happy birthday. Reserve your party today by calling the group sales department at 631-940-3825. Kona Ice birthday parties with the Long Island Ducks, a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Well, we are back here at New Britain Stadium as we go to the bottom half of the 11th inning. And the Long Island Ducks offense has not been able to generate much of anything here tonight. Just a run on 3 hits, no hits since the 4th inning, no base runners since the 6th. And so the Ducks will send right-hander Kevin Vance to the mound. He is the 6th Ducks reliever of the night. The good news for Kevin Baez is he's got 11 relievers in his bullpen. You can have a roster of up to 27 here in the early going. And so of the 27 active players, the Ducks have 11 relief pitchers that can throw. And that is certainly good news. And right now, Kevin Vance will be the 6th out of the bullpen. It's been Blewett for 1, Diaz for 1, Struck for 1. Kreider and Kern combined to pitch in the 10th. And the Bees will send the bottom 3 in their order up to the plate here in the 11th. It will be Skelton, Roof, and Carrillo coming up to bat. And as we mentioned earlier, it's a good thing, A, that this game is a 6:35 start rather than a 7:05 start, as it's still in the 9:14 here in New Britain. But tomorrow is a 10:35 in the morning first pitch. And so a very quick turnaround for both these teams, who will certainly be tired after tonight's game, and it's been quite chilly out there. First pitch to James Skelton is a fastball strike from Vance, in the count 0-1. Vance thus far for Long Island has pitched in 2 games. He's given up 2 runs on 3 hits and 2 walks and 2 1/3, 2 strikeouts as well. The 0-1, that is taken for a called strike. And the count quickly 0-2. Vance's last outing for Long Island came on Sunday in Somerset. He threw 2 innings, gave up 2 hits and a run, a walk, and 2 strikeouts. But his second inning much better when he retired the side in order. The 0-2, and Skelton takes a fastball way upstairs. Skelton tonight, 2 hits in 3 at-bats, a double and a single. He's also drawn a walk. He was retired on a flyout his last time up in the 8th. The 1-2 from Vance, and Skelton takes a breaking ball on the outside corner, strike 3. First strikeout for Vance, and that is the 11th for Ducks pitching on the evening. So there's 1 away, and that'll bring up the second baseman and 8-hitter Jonathan Roof. Roof will bat from the right side for the Bees. Vance out of the windup in his first pitch. Breaking ball line into left field. There's a base hit for Roof. That is his second of the game. The 8th for New Britain. So he is now 2 for 4 with a walk. And the Bees have a runner at first with 1 away for the 9-hitter, Steve Carrillo. Neither side has gone to their bench. The Bees with 3 available players on the bench. The lefty swinging Craig Maddox, the switch hitter Norberto Susini, and the righty hitting backup catcher Nick Murphy. Ducks have the lefty swinging Anthony Vega and right-handers Blake Barber and backup catcher Mike Blank. First pitch here, fouled off by Carrillo over the screen and off to the right side of the press box. The count 0-1. Carrillo is 0 for 4 in this game with 3 groundouts and a strikeout. Vance grabs the rosin bag, and now we'll head back up onto the rubber. First season with the Ducks, after spending all of 2015 in the Diamondbacks organization. It is 0-1 upcoming. And this down in the dirt, it gets away from Blank very slightly, and the runner's going to take second. Good base running from Jonathan Roof. Didn't get far away from Blank, but he didn't know where it was. Thought it went behind him. Instead, it actually was right near the batter's box on the right-hand side of home plate. I think that'll be a wild pitch against the righty Vance, and now the winning run in scoring position with 1 away. Here comes an 0-1. Breaking ball fouled off at home plate, back behind. The count 0-2 as Vance tries to get Carrillo before facing John Jones. Time called here as Vance was looking into home plate. Carrillo digs back in. Vance looks for the sign from Dowd. Now he's ready. And the 1-2. Breaking ball down and away. Good block by Dowd. Keeps the runner at second. And the count even up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. As we mentioned, this is the second extra inning game of the year for the Ducks. First ever for the Bees. The 2-2. Vance fires at the plate, and Carrillo lines it deep but foul down the right field line, slicing out of play. And we will do it once again with a count of 2 balls and 2 strikes. A year ago, the Ducks were 4-9 in their 13 extra inning games. Vance is just about ready to go. Roof takes his lead at second. 2-2 pitch once again, and Carrillo fouls this one back to the backstop. Fighting with Vance to stay alive. Vance trying to send this game to the 12th. In need of a second out here, and then he's got John Jones waiting on deck. 1-1 ball game. And it'll be a 2-ball, 2-strike pitch coming from the right-hander. Set at the belt, looks to second. Deals to the plate, breaking ball, just getting a piece again was Carrillo to foul it off. Good battle here between these two righties. Vance last year at 3 different levels in the Diamondbacks organization. Advanced A Visalia to AA Mobile to AAA Reno. He's never made it to the big leagues, but had been signed by the Ducks before getting signed by Arizona last year. Now the 2-2 pitch. Vance kicks and fires, and Carrillo takes the breaking ball down away. Runner going for third. Here comes the throw, and it is in time for the out. Great throw by Mike Dowd. Cody Puckett applying the tag. A risky play for Jonathan Roof with that ball not getting away from Dowd. He's got to know Dowd's arm better than that. And Roof gets thrown out trying to take third base. 2-5 on the putout. And a big break for the Ducks as there's now nobody on base with 2 away. 1 away. Now 2 away. And it'll be a 3-ball, 2-strike pitch with 2 men out, and the base is empty. Vance winds and fires, and Carrillo takes upstairs, ball 4. So even bigger now that they got that second out. Trying to take third base was Roof. So with 2 away and now Carrillo at first, back to the top of the order we go for John Jones. A single, a wild pitch, then the put out on what was potentially going to be another wild pitch. And now a walk. First pitch to Jones, ripped on the ground, left side and through, a base hit. And now it's even larger that put out was made by Dowd. If everything had stayed the same, that might have played at the winning run. So 2 hits and a walk in the inning for the Bees. Carrillo goes to second, Jones is on at first, and that'll bring Greg Golson to the plate with a chance to win this game with a base hit. Now 9 hits for the Bees, and that's going to bring Marty Jansen out of the dugout. The pitching coach for Long Island wants to have a chat with his right-hander. I don't know if he wants to buy some time for another pitcher in the bullpen. There's a left-hander warming up that I could see. Cannot tell if it's Yuri De La Rosa or Jared Casey, but there is a lefty down in the bullpen right now. I think that would only be if Kevin Rivers comes to the plate. But you've got Greg Golson, who started off last inning with a walk. Second time he's been on base in this game. Ultimately was stranded at third as the winning run when John Griffin grounded into the force out at second. So Jansen has his chat with Vance. And Mike Dowd will try and knock some of the dirt out of his cleats before making his way back to home plate. So here is Greg Golson, who came into the game without a hit. And tonight has gone 1 for 4 with an infield single. His first hit of the year. He's now 1 of 17. But back-to-back base runners with 2 outs after the put out on the attempt to take third on a ball down in the dirt by Jonathan Roof. First pitch. Down and away, another good block. As Vance continually having trouble finding the strike zone. A lot of his breaking balls going down in the dirt. And Dowd having to do yeoman's work behind home plate. Ball 1 to Golson. It's 1-0. I mentioned Golson drawing a walk his last time out. The Ducks bullpen has done a great job in this game of getting out of jams. Can they get out of another? The 1-0. Fastball misses outside again from Vance, and it's 2-0 on Golson. Blewett, Diaz, and Struck all with scoreless innings. Kreider and Kern combined for a scoreless 10th. Vance trying to pitch a scoreless 11th, 2 on, 2 out in a 1-1 game. 2-0 pitch. That misses up and inside. It's 3-0. Advance one more ball away from again putting the winning run at third base. And the lefty Kevin Rivers waiting on deck. I have to think Kevin Byes would call on a lefty if Rivers ends up coming to the plate. See if he gets the green light at 3-0. Here's the pitch from Vance, and Golson swings away. It's a fly ball in the air to shallow right. Long run in for Lentini, still chasing it. He won't get it. It'll drop in for a base hit. Around third and into score is Steve Carrillo. The New Britain Bees with the first walk-off win in franchise history as they defeat the Ducks 2-1 in 11 innings. While Kevin Vance just was falling behind in the count repeatedly here in this 11th inning, and after getting a huge out from Mike Dowd, a walk to Carrillo, a single to Jones, and now a flare single down the right field line from Greg Golson, and he delivers the Bees' first walk-off win in franchise history as they take it 2-1 over the Ducks. Well, don't go anywhere. The postgame show is coming up next. We're going to recap this game and hand out the Player of the Game award. Bees win it 2-1 over Long Island.
Hey fans, this is infielder Sean Burrows, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
James Simmons is going back. He is looking up, and on the Park Night, that one is gone and reaches a kennel in Central Islip.
That was another home run for the Ducks. And Duck fans, what's more fun than a home run that helps the Ducks win a game? How about a homer that helps the community win? Chappie's Funeral Home and the Long Island Ducks have once again teamed up for the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 homers this season, Chappie's Funeral Home will donate $5,000 to the Quacker Jack Foundation. So every time a Ducks hitter goes deep this season, watch for the Chappie's Challenge home run count on the scoreboard. And if we reach 100, we're all a winner. Chappie's Funeral Home, where caring for others is a family tradition.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
Well, a night to forget for the Long Island Ducks offense. They are held to just 1 run on 3 hits over 11 innings at the plate. And they fall 2-1 to the New Britain Bees, who pick up the first walk-off win in team history as they defeat the Ducks to even up this series at a game apiece and move ahead of the Ducks in the standings. Ducks fall now to 1-5 here on this opening road trip. The Bees improved to 2-4. And a night where the Ducks took an early lead, but lost it pretty quickly on a run in the bottom of the second and could not get anything going, held without a run over the final 10 innings of this game. And the Ducks fall by a count of 2-1. Not much to recap here, but we will recap it for you. Ducks got an early lead in the first inning against Josh Outman with 2 outs. Lou Ford reached on an infield single to third, moved to second on a wild pitch, and then came home on an RBI single up the middle by Sean Burrows. And so the Ducks had a 1-0 lead. And after a 1-2-3 first inning from John Brownell, he allowed a 1-out solo homer to left center by Anthony Hewitt in the bottom of the second. That tied up the score at 1, Hewitt's second home run of the year. Both starters then locked into a terrific duel. Outman did not allow a run over his last 5 innings and left the game by stranding 2 runners on base in the 6th when he struck out Dan Lyons. Meanwhile, Brownell got into trouble frequently during this game, but he was able to work out of first and second with 2 outs in the 3rd. And first and second with 2 outs in the 6th as he got Steve Carrillo on a ground out to 3rd. So the game went to the bullpens in the 7th inning. And the Bees relief corps of Grady Wood, Craig Stem, and Sean Havland retired all 15 Ducks batters they faced from the 7th through the 11th. Meanwhile, the Bees had some chances as well, but Dan Blewett, Amalio Diaz, Nick Struck, Patrick Kreider, and Bruce Kern combined to throw 4 scoreless innings from the 7th inning through the 10th inning. Well, that took us to the bottom of the 11th. Kevin Vance came on. He struck out the leadoff hitter, James Skelton. Jonathan Roof then singled, moved to second on a wild pitch. And then Ruth tried to take third on another ball down in the dirt from Vance, but Mike Dowd threw him out trying to take third. A huge break for the Ducks at the time, and that ended up making it where there were 2 outs and nobody on base. But then Vance could not find the strike zone and ended up walking Steve Carrillo. John Jones followed with a single through the left side, and then Greg Golson blooped a base hit down the right field line to score Carrillo from second, the first ever walk-off win for the Bees as they take a 2-1 over the Ducks. The final totals 2 runs, 10 hits for the Bees, 1 error. They left 13 men on base in this game, 11 if you don't count the last 2 in the 11th inning, and had left 8 men on base through the first 6 innings. But the Ducks could not take advantage of the Ducks. Just 1 run on 3 hits in the game, only 2 of which went to the outfield, and they did not get a hit after the leadoff batter in the 4th inning. They left 5 men on base, no errors for the Ducks. The winning pitcher in relief is Sean Havlin with his scoreless inning in the 11th. He improves to 1-0. Kevin Vance takes the loss, his 3rd rough outing of the season. He falls to 0-1. No save. The game took 2 hours, 52 minutes in front of an announced crowd of 1,415 tonight here at New Britain Stadium. And for tonight's Player of the Game award, we are going to give it to Greg Golson for going 2 for 5, his first 2 hits of the year, and picking up the game-winning hit, his first RBI of the season, and the first walk-off win in Bees history. But you have to give a ton of credit to the Bees pitching staff from top to bottom today. Josh Outman, Grady Wood, Craig Stem, and Sean Havlin combined today in 11 innings of work, gave up just 3 hits, 1 run, 2 walks, and struck out 10. A magnificent performance from the Bees pitching staff. That's why they've been so good this year. And the Ducks offense just had no answer for any of the four. Take one more break. When we come back, the out-of-town scoreboard, and then we'll wrap things up from New Britain Stadium tonight.
Hey fans, this is infielder Matt Wessinger, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Long Island's Ford Giant is bigger and better than ever. Sayville Ford celebrating the grand opening of their new state-of-the-art showroom featuring enclosed service drives, luxurious customer lounge, and a larger selection to choose from. Get giant savings on hundreds of new and used vehicles in stock. Sayville Ford's grand opening celebration is going on now. Visit SayvilleFord.com or download the Sayville Ford app today to learn more about Sayville Ford's grand opening savings. Call 631-589-4800 today.
Family fun every time.
Beautiful evening for baseball.
Big action every time.
He reaches up. It's gone!
Great value every time.
And the Ducks have won it 7-1.
The Ducks schedule is loaded with new promotions this season. And with an average ticket price of just $10 and free parking, there is no better value on Long Island. For game times and tickets, visit liducks.com. Long Island Ducks Baseball. Good times every time.
Back here at New Britain Stadium, Bees get the first walk-off win in franchise history. They take a 2-1 over the Ducks in 11 innings tonight on a night where they held the Ducks offense to just 3 hits and 1 run over 11 innings of play. Out-of-town scoreboard, top of the 8th inning in Bridgewater, New Jersey. Patriots are getting closer to moving to 5-0 on the young season. They lead it 2-1 over the Revolution, top of the 8th inning. Starter tonight for the Patriots was Matt Bywater. Jeremy McBride is now in the game. Gus Schlosser would be in line to get the victory. For York, it was Kelvin De La Cruz who started, and he would be in line to get the loss. Ron Scutters is now pitching. York's lone RBI coming off the bat of James L. Simmons. And for Somerset, they've gotten RBIs from Brian LaHare and Brad Snyder. Good pitchers duel there as well. And it's 2-1 Somerset, top of the 8th inning. Bridgeport Bluefish lead at 7-3 over the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs, top of the 8th inning at Regency Furniture Stadium. Sean Garceau, the former Ducks, started for Southern Maryland. Gabby Hernandez now pitching. Mike Antonini was the starter for Bridgeport, and it is now Josh Thompson who is on the mound. Bridgeport getting 2 RBIs apiece from Andy Chavez and Dan Johnson. Southern Maryland getting 2 runs batted in and a 3-for-3 performance from Michael Snyder. As for the Barnstormers, they're continuing their hot start to the year. They lead the Skeeters 7-2, bottom of the 5th inning down in Sugar Land, Texas. J.D. Martin, the starter for Lancaster, is still in the game. Sean Gallagher started for the Skeeters. He has been replaced by Andrew Johnston. Barnstormers being led by 3 RBIs from Kevin Aarons, where on the other side for the Skeeters, they've gotten RBIs from Brooks Conrad and Andy LaRoche. Major League scoreboard, Mets have tied up the Reds at 3, bottom half of the 7th inning. A 3-run home run from pinch hitting Yoenis Cespedes in the bottom of the 7th, evening the score. Bartolo Colon started for the Mets. Logan Verrett now pitching. Brandon Finnegan was the starter for Cincinnati. Tony Cingrani has since come into the game for Cespedes. It was his 6th home run of the year. For the Reds, they have picked up 1 home run. Ivan De Jesus Jr., his first of the season. Yankees being beat up right now by the Rangers, top of the 6th inning in Texas, 7-0 the score. Yankees have just 1 hit in the game. Luis Severino started for New York. He's been replaced by Ivan Nova after 3 rocky innings. A.J. Griffin was the starter for Texas. He is still in the ballgame. Ian Desmond, his 3rd home run of the season for the Rangers in that one. Quick turnaround for these two teams. Rubber game of this 3-game set tomorrow morning, a 10:35 start time. So we are about 13 hours away from first pitch here at New Britain Stadium. And it'll be left-hander Darren Downs getting the start for the Ducks. 5 strong innings in his first outing of the year, and allowing just 1 run. That was on Friday night against the Patriots in a loss. He took a no decision, and he will face lefty Nick Greenwood, who was spectacular in his first outing of the season. He did not allow a single run, and helping pick up the Bees' first win in franchise history. In that start for Greenwood, he ended up pitching 6 innings, giving up just 4 hits and a walk while striking out 7. The Ducks offense will need to find a way to improve here, as both Long Island and New Britain's offenses have struggled early on, but the Ducks tonight held to just 1 run and 3 hits over 11 innings as they fall to the Bees 2-1 in walk-off fashion. That's going to do it for us tonight here at New Britain Stadium. Once again, the final score, Bees 2, Ducks 1 in 11 innings. We invite you to join us for our next Ducks broadcast, which will be tomorrow morning, Breakfast with the Ducks, when Long Island takes on New Britain in the rubber game of the 3-game set. Pregame show will begin at 10:20 a.m. First pitch at 10:35, and you can follow all the action on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball, and online as well at liducks.com. My name is Michael Pollack. Thank you so much for spending your Tuesday night with me. I hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Have a great rest of your Tuesday night, and we will do it all over again on Wednesday morning here from Central Connecticut. Good night, and so long from New Britain Stadium.